Um,
Super stoked. It's going to be a great meeting. Live, our first welcome live from
welcome live,
Copenhagen.
everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're
Are
going
we
to.
doing a we
Hmm?
you know what I was thinking about doing is just clickbaiting people and to say that we're going to talk about like the election and not actually do it. But we would get like 50 more people in if we just mentioned like, oh, we're gonna have a political debate at the end of the podcast.
Oh, it's so true.
That's actually a good idea for
So
what to do, like just like not that, but like the idea of it of I'm mentioning what we're going to talk about. Yeah, that's good.
yeah,
That's
just
good.
just make stuff up that would give people to watch.
Should I just add to my story right now? Hey, we're talking about politics.
Yeah,
Should I?
honestly, yeah, we'll bait them in.
Okay.
Are you
But
for
the
real?
true OGs are already here. They don't need to be
Seriously.
baited in. They know the entertainment's coming.
Dude, I know. Let's go. Okay. Hold on.
I'm writing in Nick Gallagher.
Hey, Gallagher.
That's who I'm voting for.
Oh yeah.
Um, no, Jersey, we gotta save it for later. We'll talk later and end of the
I'm
pod.
actually about to
It's
put that on my story, like actually.
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
All right. Okay, cool.
Before we get into anything, Nick, your spike for was that to win, or was that just to was that to it was to lose? Like he hit it and then you had a match and you missed and then you won, right?
Yeah, yeah. I
Like
yeah.
yeah. I feel like it would hit harder if like you were up or something and then you had to hit that to win and then you didn't and then he came back or something. That would be
Yeah.
actually like the worst.
Yeah. It was
But
4-4. Like,
okay, yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely
It was like a like really close spike. He lost the whole tournament, so it's cool.
but dude, you guys know what they could have put in is Takia's miss
Yeah.
spike to win kid if you
I don't
see.
think people realize how close that was.
No, no,
They
they
really
don't
don't.
realize how close it was. It was so close, dude.
Millimeters off. Like actually not probably
Yeah.
millimeter.
No, I know. It's just like the like it wasn't like his the execution of the trick wasn't that good, so people didn't think it was that close. But like obviously Taki doesn't need the perfect execution for it to still like save it. It would be like, oh my god, I spiked it kind of. Or I
Yeah.
guess not really. It's not like the time I was rotating in the crazy, but man, that's a good one. That
Yeah.
that would be. I mean, how would you not vote for that? You know,
I'd
like
vote
that.
for that in a heartbeat. Yeah.
Like that's crazy. Like, and that would be the situation. That's what I was thinking for Nick. Like, that's the situation that would be like
Yeah.
heartbreaking. You know.
Yeah.
Um.
It
But yeah, we'll
I
get
thought
it.
they were just
Well,
gonna be I thought they were like none of them are actually wet tips, I don't think. They're just missed spikes.
okay.
I think.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay. But I was surprised to see Knicks in there. Honestly, was really
Me
surprised people even
too.
voted. I forgot about that entirely. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. For sure. I wonder if it sounds like people are looking at Nick from what I've heard, but I personally don't. I don't know. For me that wasn't that crazy of a wet tip. I guess maybe for you, Nick, but for anyone in that situation, like it's a fish special, and it
I
wasn't
think
like
like
a
hmm.
like bird to spike, right? Like it was a late Ken spike, right? Like
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Nick, I
true.
don't know if you want to win this or not. If you want to win, I'll
No,
go for you.
I don't care.
you
No, I
know,
don't care. I don't care. I
yeah,
just if you that's a really good point. It's not like an easy spike or anything. It's just like it's a
yeah,
literal trick. To, but it's just
yeah,
that I lost the tournament on it, so it's bigger stakes. But
yeah, yeah,
well,
for
you
sure.
know, but I don't really know. I'll come like with a night. I'll come with a button-up shirt just in case.
Yeah,
But
and then yeah, and then you'll just get up there and be like, "Thanks, guys."
yeah,
Yeah, like to win that award, you're like, "Yeah, I appreciate it," especially when it's like a win for EKC versus like
yeah,
Gino's like, "Oh, haha, the border flip in my room," but like this is kind of like,
yeah,
that
Yeah.
sucks. Yeah,
Makes me about to show up like this is the proudest award I've ever received. Better than any
yeah,
tournament I've ever won. Thank you so much.
yeah,
I'm
right,
actually going to
right,
the
like,
Burleys in like full, and I'm actually gonna literally wear what I wore to like Christian Fraser's wedding at the Burleys.
Dude, that's so sick.
I'm actually
Yeah.
going to because I just have it and I was like,
I should too,
I think I'm just
actually.
going to.
I should
Yeah,
bring
I mean,
I have
the
a nice
nominees,
suit.
if you're nominated, it makes even more sense. It's even cooler.
Oh,
Like, and you're
yeah.
Crazy.
nominated.
That means
So,
you.
Dude, yeah.
That means you.
I mean, we should just go full Oscar, dapper it up.
I mean, it'd be super cool. Yeah, I'm going to. But okay, actually, I like William's question here. Would you be just want to hear our thoughts on the voting process and legitimacy of general voting or a select panel of judging for Burleys, I think.
Yeah. That's a really good question. And I guess when we go through all of them, we can like look more, but it just felt a little bit like you want it as objective as possible. And I can kind of feel that there were certain people involved in this. Like it wasn't, like
Yeah.
I don't know, like a few of the nominations were like, okay, this seems pretty European focused, Like I don't know how much Tio had. And obviously it's amazing that they're putting it together and I can't really complain that much. It's not like they're gonna, get a really robust voting system. So it's really not a complaint. But like um I don't know. As I go through it, maybe we'll think of like nominees that should have been in because I can't really think of any, but I
Mhm.
just have a feeling that it was basically, a few people. I don't know exactly what they did. I guess there were, yeah, it's just who was involved in voting. I guess that's the question to make sure that it was as diverse as possible from around the globe.
Right.
Um,
And what was the system that what was that system that your brother was talking about the
ranked choice.
ranked
We're already
choice
getting into
voting?
politics. Yeah, ranked choice. So, um, yeah, you basically instead of voting for one person, you rank like the candidates and then based on that they'll like weigh who got like if most
Hmm.
people got second or whatever then that's like high like that type of
Hmm.
system versus just one or the other.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Actually, no, I looked it up. Now that I remember the name, I remember what it is. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it's a cool
Overall,
voting system.
yeah, honestly, it looked pretty legit. So I was okay. Maybe they could switch it up next year or something. But overall, like, I'm really happy that the Burleys are coming are a thing. Just because I remember when there was actually awards for people who don't know, but it's called Downspike Awards. Downspike was
Yep.
this kendama forum back in the day that was just its own. It was its own app, and it was like a Reddit style forum,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where it wasn't that popular, I don't think, but that's where they probably had a couple hundred users that were on there. And
Mm,
Downspike did a community awards just like the Burleys, a little
mm,
less like legit in a way,
mm.
but it was still really cool. And it literally at MKO or NAKO, yeah, MKO 2018, so it wasn't even called NAKO back then. We did a
Oh, it
Downspike
was
awards.
19 or did they do 18 too?
I think oh they do 19 also.
Yeah, because
Okay,
I
okay,
remember
okay,
that my first event. Yeah,
okay,
at my first
yeah.
NACO. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess they did Down Spike Awards for 2 years in a row, which is really cool.
Mm,
And yeah, so this is really cool to have it brought back and just shine appreciation on members of the community.
yeah,
That
it's really
they
cool.
deserve that those that like really deserve the spotlight and just to highlight some gems. And I like the diversity of the awards too. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's so cool. Yeah, it's awesome.
Hmm.
Um, oh yeah, ranking Kandama players. Oh man, that's just a big topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good question that I want to get into later.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because that could take some time. That's a really
Yeah.
good question though. But yeah, I think we could definitely tackle that.
You guys want to go into Burley's?
Yeah, let's do it. I mean,
Shoot it.
um, yeah. And just so you guys know, yeah, we'll be doing Burleys. We'll be looking at, what our pick is. I kind of want to like maybe rank a few,
Mhm.
give some
Mhm.
insight into them.
Mhm.
We're going to be doing a really, really cool trivia questionnaire later. So make sure
Hmm.
you guys stay in tune for that. And I'm going to be giving away an element Ken for the winner.
Boom.
Boom.
Yep. Super cool.
Huge.
And so Zach, how does this work? So there's a bunch of questions and then whoever gets first, I guess, whoever gets the most right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
each question, so there's going to be 11 questions, and they're all worth 1 point except for two. Two of those questions are worth 2 points, and you get points for you definitely get points for getting the question right, of course, but I think it also takes into account how fast you answer it. So how fast you get the correct
Mm,
answer. Each question
yeah.
has like a time limit. So it's either on ones that I think you can look up in 20 seconds, I put 10 seconds on it. And then things that I think you can look up that would take longer than 20 seconds, I just put 20 seconds on. So uh
Yeah.
yeah, so it's like 11 questions. We're gonna get that going. I just made it. I'm yeah, so I'm pretty hopeful for it. I think I've never tested the service myself. I just got it like 40 minutes before this meeting. So I looked it
Yeah,
up. It looks cool. I've done a service really. I've used trivia software before that was just
yeah,
like it, but it was different. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, but we'll be doing that later, guys. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. The
stay
questions are
tuned. Yeah,
good too.
the
It's
questions are
like
good.
yeah, it covers a wide range of stuff. So
Yeah,
I think some people, yeah. I mean, even if you're newer or whatever, you might if you know your stuff, then you might have a chance.
yeah,
Um, so yeah.
yeah, yeah. It'll test you, but yeah.
And what if Matt wins? My brother's in here.
He has a good chance. I mean, but I mean,
Am I
yeah,
giving him enough again?
yeah. I don't know how much he
No,
knows
someone's
about
got to
the.
meet Matt
Oh,
or beat Matt.
hmm?
Someone's just got to beat Matt. That's all.
Oh yeah, he said he has no chance, but they're actually really relevant trivia questions. It's not like we have
No, Matt.
a
I
ton
think,
of
yeah,
2015, 2014 questions. We have it's pretty
right, yeah,
relevant. Yeah, and they're actually a lot about Lotus, so you definitely know them, like
yeah.
at least the majority of them. So, anyway, but yeah, Burley's
Be fun. Yep,
finalist
yep.
voting, and these I'm it's got me hyped to see that. I was really excited to see the nominations for these, and
Mm, mm.
I was really looking forward to them. I mean, the voting system, you can just input as many votes as you want. So these are the ones that stood the test of all that voting. I wonder how hard people went on that. Maybe people hadn't started spamming certain people. But
Yeah,
first topic is your category is video of the year. I
yep.
actually
Big one.
yeah,
Mhm.
huge,
Huge one.
massive category. And before I get into just my results, I'm just gonna, or as we go through these, I'm gonna make an account. I'm gonna vote for everything that's like Lotus affiliated. I mean, I see people just going in on different companies. Like obviously, the entire team of
Mm.
each company is gonna vote for their people.
Yeah. Yep.
Um, but if I'm looking at this very objectively to me, my opinion differs a little bit. So
Yeah.
for sure, I'm just gonna say that right off the bat. So it's not like I'm gonna go through this and be
Yeah.
like, yeah, obviously everybody affiliated with Lotus is definitely gonna like no, like objectively, like I'm looking at this. I
Zach's a
haven't
very ethical voter. Yeah. It's not as good. Very, very moral. Yeah.
but okay, so for video of the year, I actually have yet to watch chapter 3 by one Kandama. I have yet to
Yep.
watch it. I'm going to watch it before I submit my vote. I haven't submitted any votes yet, actually, but I have them all up on
Yep.
my screen. Honestly, I watched all the other edits. Tennessee Bright Fast Twitch, Joe Nelson POV edit 3. Those edits are insane. Joe Nelson is so good at Kandama. He really impressed me with his POV edit 3. But honestly, after all the edits, I actually do think Lander Lingo number 2 is the best one. Just
Mm.
overall. I think they're all great edits in their own right. And some of them are a little different style, like the like Lin and Whalen Pro Mod edit. It's like half tricks, half talking. Most of them are just banger edits. Chapter 3 one Kandama is like a whole team edit, I think, and then the Japan experience. Burl's obviously like hour and a half Kendama edit in itself.
Yeah. That's a big one.
Um, but I really like the filming on Lander Lingo, the shots, the
Mm.
editing. Shout out Isaac Turner.
Yeah.
uh,
I filmed I think a decent amount, and then Fred edited all of it.
oh, did he really?
Um,
Okay.
yeah. So maybe we can and Fred's up for an editor of award.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we'll talk
Yeah.
about that, but maybe we can just go through each one a little bit because this is one of the big ones. I mean, we'll keep it kind of quick, but
Hmm.
yeah, this is a big one. I think it a lot rides on it. I think this is a really cool award that if you win, you'd be really proud of this. You know, like this is
Mhm.
like best. You know, in Oscars, like there's like best movie, right? Like that's like the big one that everyone looks back at the past years if they want to see a movie. You know, and this is kind of
Yeah.
it, right?
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so I mean, I guess let's talk. So it's grain theory, the Japan experience, 20-minute edit, just very classic grain theory ish, long scenic shots,
Hmm.
team flips, Tennessee Bray, fast twitch, 3 minutes, Joe Nelson POV, that's an 8-minute edit. Damn. Beanie, 2.5 minute edit, Whale Dog, 15-minute edit, yeah, a lot of talking. And then there's the Burrow hour-and-a-half edit with literally tricks from every player in the community.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, but why don't we go through what do you guys look in an edit? Like what makes you like an edit over another edit? Like what do you like about edits and what makes you yeah, put edits up on the list?
Nick, you want to go first?
Yeah. So just based off, I mean, based off, is that just based off these ones or just in general?
Just in general.
I think yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Wait, what?
Whatever you want, whatever you want. Maybe a little bit of both.
So, out of these, I just rewatched most of them. But I'm more so away from the ones now that have a lot of talking. I like to see some kind of story, but I kind of like it to be illustrated through the tricks through the video. I don't necessarily love to watch talking segments a lot these days. It's just more so I want to see the tricks. I want to see you moving. I want to see you like in the B-roll. You can tell a story with it just fine. Like I think Zach Maggs actually does a really good job of this.
Yeah,
How he does edits because he doesn't really do too much talking in most of his, but he just illustrates a nice story in them, even if they have a lot of tricks. So that's
yeah,
what I like to see. If you're curious about what I'm talking about, you can just go to any Konami USA Japan edit from 2012, 13, 11.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
on like all of the Konami USA edits in Japan are just amazing. So yeah,
yeah,
that's I think those are all were done. A lot were done by Colin Sander, Jake Weens. TJ probably helped film a lot of it. It was yeah, so those are really good. Out of these though, I mean I voted for Lander Lingo
let's go.
just because I'll tell you what I actually did. I actually voted twice with two emails. So I
Okay.
voted once supporting all of the Lotus players,
Yeah.
and I voted again changing a couple answers because of the fact that I thought if I'm really thinking about this, a couple like my answers will defer. But I actually voted for
Yep.
Lantern Lingo twice. So yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. This one was nice.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think that there's kind of different a variety of edits that are popular right now, and it's kind of like that movie length. Like putting aside Burl, there's that grain theory style, which is
Hmm.
more B-roll, more scenic shots, more videography, cinematography. Showing the experience, showing the trip, making sure all the homies get a trick.
Yeah.
And then there's like those edits that are just for maybe usually for a specific player. Um, and Yeah, I mean, I like the video guy in me definitely likes the grain theory stuff, but
Hmm.
I guess with my moods right now, I'm really a big fan of just trick, 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 trick.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I just really put tricks at a high value. Um, and I think the best edits in Kendama are the ones that have a bunch of incredible tricks. You go back, you remember the trick, you go watch it, but then like the B-roll and the shots are also just there to make it like a high quality video.
Hmm.
That's when you get in that like A tier of edits. Um, and there's definitely a few nominees here, but I think Landerlingo. Yeah, I mean, for trick wise, guys, what do you like? You kind of maybe your guys' style or my style of like new genish tricks, or are you more creative, Marcus, just crazy trick you never thought of? Like, what do you like watching more, or is it maybe a little bit equal?
I really like I definitely like watching more unique tricks now. And and
Yeah,
and look, like Joe Nelson's edit, I had such a great time watching that. He's really has tons of taps, Ken flips and instas and whatever and all that, but he does a really good job of throwing in that that mini tech, that kind of like that
yeah,
juggle tech where it's juggle, switch grip to candle, like multiple times in a row, and then
Yeah.
he'll do like a
yeah,
fast hand, to like cushion a fast hand penguin at the end, which is like that's amazing. I really like doing like seeing
yeah,
that stuff. And I think that's what I really like enjoying the most now. I love the new gen taps, Ken flips and all this, but if it's just a line I can predict from literally like the first 2 seconds, then it's
yeah,
way less enjoyable for me. But if I
yep,
cannot
yep,
tell what's coming at all, then that's what's most enjoyable. And that's a lot of the reason why I like Marcus's edit because dude, I don't play like him. He does the really unique
yeah,
tricks and I
Yeah.
mean, he had some of the coolest tricks I've ever seen in that edit. And I just watched it again. Like I just watched that edit for the second time or third time just the other day. And yeah, amazing tricks like Trip Ken to the elbow spike. I love the
yeah,
foot tricks. Really, really
yeah,
unique stuff. And there's something to be said about just the spam, those the new gen tricks, just over and over again. Like, but I really like watching those, especially when it's extremely high level. Like, I'll never get bored of
Yeah.
watching Ryoga or Takia because it's just ridiculous, especially in
Yeah.
person. I will never get bored of watching that, I don't think.
Yeah.
But just watching on video, where I know people put time in it's not in person, so like I know people can land this stuff on cam, but if I see a
Mm.
really unique trick, it's just really I just really appreciate that. So Marcus, that's
Yeah.
why I think I voted for Marcus. Yeah,
Mm.
mostly.
Yeah. It's so funny because I think for Instagram clips for the most part, I love a trick that's like I mean obviously a Taki or yoga trick, but even a like Benji trick, just it's going to be a new gen line, maybe a little bit predictable, but they're just really fun to watch. And it's kind of like a thing like okay, I'm kind of comparing my style and what I can do, and I can do like the first part of that, and I can't do anything else. But with Marcus's watching the way that Marcus plays, it is just it's really just creative and surprising, and you just don't know. Like a few of the tricks, you're amazed in the first part, and then he does a whole other thing.
Hmm.
And it's like so out there too. Like, yeah, with the foot stuff or the automatic sling stuff, the one where you grab the can, whipped it around, and it just stuck. Um, yeah, the trip juggle trip to elbow. Like I know how long that took him. Like it was just this incredible grind over 3 months where I filmed him.
Wow.
Yeah, I filmed him. Yeah, I mean, I don't like, of course, some tripod stuff, but like every time we seshed, we put an hour in. So I want to
Yeah.
say like above 20 hours,
Yeah.
um, over 3 or 4 months. And there was multiple times where he wasn't in tears, but he was like, "This is not going to happen," and he just would leave the sesh and be like, it was literally the most incredible trick, um, the hardest working trick I've seen in person,
Yeah.
or like yeah, the most work that was required from it, and yeah, and then I filmed him like King's Garden when he was just going for it, and I'm this whole time I'm just like giving him like, come on, you can do it, just 5 minutes, keep going, you're so
Hmm.
close, try this, try that. Even that sesh, he was just so like, I can't do this. And then that's when that's when it happens for a lot of Kandama players. You know that
Yeah.
you lace when you least expect it, but um yeah, he was struggling with getting God, the trick is so complicated, right? Because like, obviously you need that time of rotation, but then to actually get a perfect Ken for the Ken to stick in your arm, and then also you don't have any control. You can't like scoop the Tama. It just has to kind of stick.
Right.
Um, and it was awesome to see that genuine reaction of him just like freaking out. I mean, it was a quick clip in the edit of him freaking out, but like it was 10 or 15 minutes of him just doing different soccer celebrations in the park with everyone looking. Like Marcus isn't that type of like outspoken guy, but he was literally just like going crazy for 10 minutes straight because of how much work he put into that trick.
Yeah.
Um, it was really cool. And then yeah, and then I didn't want to see all the other tricks. I just knew they were crazy. I saw the kick to border balance. He was just on one that day. He did the kick to border balance, and then he did, I think it was the elbow to border balance the same day. And those are tricks that he grind. I mean, he just puts time into tricks. Like there's times when he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm kind of going for this. Isn't this insane?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's insane." And then 3 months
Hmm.
later, he's like, "Yeah, I'm almost getting close to it." Like he's just been grinding it the whole time. Like, he's really one of those players that just sets up the camera. Like he's been going. I don't want to spoil the tricks, but just some lefty still tricks that are just crazy. And like, yeah, I mean that last, we sesh a few times every week in the last few months. He's been going for that same exact trick. And then he's gonna hit
Yeah.
it and he's gonna post it. It's gonna be sick, but yeah, he has a lot of patience for these tricks.
Hmm.
Um, and of course, I mean, dude, the style, it's like, that's why editor of the year, we'll talk about that, but Frederick Muller is really up there. I just love that Copenhagen style. This the scenic parks and everything, but also that quick street style is really cool. Um, I just love the way Fred edits. I love how quick it is. You never get impatient. You're never waiting for the next trick, like, oh, checking your phone or whatever. Like it's just
Right.
boom, boom, boom. The music is good. I love the hip hop stuff, the rap stuff, and he threw in a song there. I mean, of course, this is all. It's not only biased because he's on my team, but like, there's also things where like I know these tricks that he's going for. I know this. Like, he's been playing this song for the last 3 months, so when the song comes onto the edit, I'm like, oh, I love this song. Like, forget about this song, you know. Uh, So yeah, obviously voted for Landolingo. If I couldn't even, yeah, I mean, I couldn't even objectively, like, I'm so biased towards it that
You just
I
put it
couldn't
on
say.
for like 6 minutes, and you're like, "Yeah." So I'm saying, it's like, "Yeah, oh really?"
So I'm voting for
So I voted
Fast
for
Twitch.
Burl.
No, but dude, I mean, okay, maybe this is a longer segment, but like, I also want to talk about um yeah, POV Joe Johnson was incredible. Awesome to watch his progression. But Burl and Fast Twitch, like, those are really good edits as well. Like, first of all, Burl,
Yeah,
how can kind of that not win in a way? Like, it's an hour and a half of the best players with the best tricks and the best filmers, and it's an hour and a half long. Like, it's almost like it's like a film competition where there's like college kids who made 15-minute movies, and then like Quentin Tarantino with like Django Unchained. You're like,
Hmm.
yeah, like the production was the production had like $1 million or whatever. Obviously not that much money, but just in comparison to it. But
yeah.
I guess you just kind of have to put those on an even playing field somehow. Yeah,
Yeah, I think going back to what Nick was saying about, hey, like he doesn't like talking segments and edits. I think for me, I like to, if it's gonna be an edit of that length, I definitely like a little storyline, a little personability with the players, and you got that with some intimate shots there. But in Burl, I was honestly expecting a little bit of like interview style stuff.
yeah,
And for me, the fact that none of that was in that
yeah,
for this one, it kind of that's what kind of makes it go under some edits for me. Not because it's a badly produced edit. It's great. And Brett literally said he spent thousands of hours editing that, and it's an hour
yeah,
and a half of Kandama. Like, that's ridiculous. But it's just that, you're there. I remember being at Burl, we're 3 minutes in. People are hyped. Like, people are hyped. We're just getting to the first tricks. It could be like two turn lighthouse, stump lane flip. And people were like, yo,
yeah,
like, let's go, which is sick. I mean,
yeah.
Burl's awesome. And then it would be like an hour and 20 later. Ben Bryant comes up with like the hardest segment of all time, legit. And then people are just, and they're like, actually, I'm watching this kid, I'm like, dude, oh my God, this kid's actually disgusting. And but then at that time, people are just like I just felt like the stoke was just not there. I mean,
Yeah,
he released the hardest trick of the entire edit, and then people would be like, yeah.
yeah,
But if that was at the start, I would be like, holy shit, so for me, I kind of was, once I realized that there probably wasn't going to be any interviews, I was like, okay, I have an hour
yeah,
left, you know,
yeah,
like, wow, I was like,
yeah,
wow, there's going to be an hour more. So, don't get me wrong, it was great to see all the beautiful shots. The edit was filmed crazily well. Like, most of the best filmers in Kandama contribute to that edit. But I think
yeah,
for me, yeah, that's why I didn't get my vote, just because I got kind of my stamina drained watching that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It was a different category, a little bit.
Yeah,
Like it's like a
it's kind of a
Kendama
different thing.
movie. Yeah,
The movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but it makes sense that it's just the resources that for this award show. Like, again, like, no criticism or anything,
No.
but yeah, and then dude, Fast Twitch was just that's a really enjoyable edit for me too because he's just insane.
Dude,
You know?
Hennessy is one of the most fastest progressing players of all time, like in a
Oh
day-to-day
my
span.
God.
Like, of course, he's playing hours and hours, hundreds of hours, but dude, that guy is ridiculous.
He's way too good. He,
Crazy. Yeah, and it's just cool to see. Yeah, I feel like that was more of a not POV, but you can just kind of tell when you made the edit yourself with filming. Like, you don't have the resources to have somebody else film for you, so you set the tripod, and that's just like that classic style that I love. Um, and same for, yeah, I guess it's a POV edit for Joe, right? Yeah, man, they're all so close, but um, yeah, I like edits that also, the tricks are filmed. Like, there's not many trap out shots. There's people behind the
right.
camera.
Right.
That definitely adds up some points.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then people are talking about the one edit. Um, yeah, I thought that
Yeah,
was
I
good.
haven't watched it.
I watched a little bit of it. Definitely a team edit, different events over the past year. You get some, you get a few players that you like, when you're on a team, like, you got to get a trick in, da da da, whatever. And then you have a few rippers too, like Oh my God, what's the French kid, the curly hair French kid? What's his name again? Not
Tim?
not G Jesus. But who?
Well, so I was thinking of the French, it's like little kid on Sweets France, like Timmy or something.
No,
Timmy.
no.
Hey, you mean yours, Bossy?
Yours. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, that
yeah.
kid's
Really fun to watch. Really good player. Yeah, I mean, I just saw him at Trip Goon, Insta Trip Goon, whatever. I think Trip late in, and there's a really fast progressing player.
yeah,
Really
yeah.
cool to watch. Yeah,
Yeah, he's really good.
European vibes. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'll have to watch that and see if I change my vote to that. But I think Landerlingo, yeah, taking it for that one. Overall,
yeah,
good videos in each category. All right, player of the
yeah.
year. Player of the
Ooh,
year. Honestly, these are some heavy hitting nominations. All these players are extremely skilled. I mean, for my opinion, it's just not going to go to anybody that isn't Japanese. Just right off the
Mm,
bat in my head. And for the
yeah,
reason of, I mean, these players, if you look at Yasu Takia, Ryoga, Nonaka, it's cool that she was nominated. I wouldn't think, I mean, that's cool that she was nominated, but I'm mostly just focusing on Ryoga and Taki and Yasu.
yeah,
Crazy tricks this year. I mean, Yasu won Lost Catch and Flow. Takia is Takia. Actually, not even just for how good he is, but he's pretty viral on TikTok with every single post. He just collabs with Utaro and has done a
yeah.
lot there with just popularizing Kendama in Japan, I think, and just obviously just the most skilled, in my opinion, the most skilled player on the planet right now, still.
Mm,
But I'm voting Ryoga. He won the world championships. He beat Takia. I think that just speaks for itself.
yeah,
Beat Takias, it's wins the world championship, and I do know that Zacky really revolutionized Kandama in his own way this year. Really showed his own style, pushed his style to a state that's never been done before. And Miguel has won in podium that basically every single competition he's entered. But at the end of the day, player of the year, like Kandama world champion, comes in
yeah,
and I mean the skill is just insane with this kid. So I had to pick him because of that, and also every other trick he's put out this year is just from another planet. So
yeah. Yasu, Takia, Adrian, Inoka, ET, Ryoga, Miguel, Zaki.
yeah,
Um, yeah, I think comp is a big portion of this. It has a lot of weight to this, but there's also, Instagram clips. There's style, how much has someone progressed their style. I think that has a little bit of weight. Um, Ryoga's the obvious choice because of Cup. Um, Also because of the tricks that he's posted to Instagram. Obviously, he's not as doesn't post as much and high quality as Takia, who had. I guess I have to think of this past year how much Takia posted versus 2023, and if he had Vivo filming, or if that was more last year. Maybe earlier in the year was Vivo around
yeah,
with yeah.
yeah.
So I feel like Takia kind of slowed down with posting on Instagram. And then yeah, ET that's a bit dude. He definitely for me he has a shot. I mean,
hmm.
I guess last year he won NAKO online, right? Did he win battle this year? Or did he get a
No,
comp this year? Okay. Okay. So yeah, and then so for ET it's mainly progression and just the most insane Instagram clips, the most insane tricks ever. And with the amount that he posted, that definitely has
Yep.
some weight into it.
Yep.
Um Miguel Zaki, yeah. Both awesome players. I'm huge fans of them. They're kind of on the come up a little bit, I'd
yeah,
say. And I think these are players that if they don't win this year, there's a huge chance for next year. Maybe a little like, yeah, whether it's comps or if it's, a little bit of just more, we get to see more of their process. Uh, these are, I think, huge potential players if they don't win this year, which they definitely could
Right.
to win next year or the year after. You just have to kind of take. It's only 2024, which is weird. So yeah, um, yeah, Avada Ryoga. Yeah, the cup win, cup win. Um, yeah, the way he plays, he really, I guess everyone kind of saw it coming if you're in the know from last year, but his come up this year with how far he went, and then he really fulfilled his potential kind of the first year he was able to almost. I mean, last year he
Yeah.
didn't really have a shot of winning cup, but like no one really put him up there. But this year was like almost the expectation, or like was just so crazy that he just shot up like that. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I think it depends on how much you weigh competition versus style, and it's
Yeah.
kind of back to anyone's opinion, you know?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'll give my opinion real quick on this one. I think Miguel
Yeah,
and Zachy, if there was a breakout player of the year award, these two would
yeah,
be top two easy, like just so
100%.
easy.
easy.
Miguel coming out, obviously we've known Miguel, but he just started winning everything this year. Hasn't stopped. Zachy literally revolutionizing the game. Actually making a huge name for himself this year. I had no idea who he was until this year.
Yep,
And it seems like a couple months ago, honestly. But
yep,
so they would be those top two. Maybe they might win this one next year. I hope. That'd be really great. Uh, Adrian would also be a good breakout player too. That was
yeah,
a great breakout moment. Nonica, not sure if she's in the, that's cool that she got nominated. Probably not in the best category for her right now, just
mm,
compared to all these other people. I would
yep,
say, and here's why. So I was going back and forth about this because obviously Yasu, Takia have both done really good things for Kandama. I mean, they're both making it go viral. They're also just winning comps. They're so good. They're dropping freestyles on Instagram that are 2 minutes long. It's like stupid.
yep.
Um, Ryoka though, here's why I think he's player of the year. And some people might come with the argument like that one win doesn't mean anything. The one win doesn't mean
Mm,
everything. He beat Takia
yeah,
at the best at Takia's best comp. His best one, the one that like he's unbeatable at. Ryogo came in there and smacked him.
yeah.
Smacked.
Jesus
I mean,
Christ, yeah.
smacked him, dude.
That was
Real,
true.
it's funny because they both knew they were the only ones that could even stand a chance at winning. It could actually win because they were so much better than everybody else. And it's just crazy because Ryoga is just kind of like a dumbed down version of Takia in a way. If you want to
Yeah.
compare their taps, I mean, obviously they're very different, but Ryoga plays a
Oh yeah.
lot. Ryoga is just so clean. He's probably one of the cleanest players, if not the cleanest, but Taki is just a more buffed up version of him in as
Yeah.
many ways with like the speed and the taps and everything. But to beat Taki, the best player in the world at his best tournament, I mean, you've got to be kidding me. You're right.
Yeah.
Like if Ryoga didn't exist, we wouldn't even be having this. I
No.
mean, no, the Kendama would be so different right now. It would actually
Yeah.
be, it would be wow. Taki's just so dominant. No, we got Ryoga.
Mm,
It makes the playing field so much more interesting. So I just think
true.
that because it was Ryoga beating Takia, who is by far and away the best player, I thought that was just so monumental, and it really
Yeah.
just I don't know. It honestly, I would hope to think that it gave other people the kind of inspiration that, or they're actually to make them realize the possibility of, oh, it's possible. Like someone can beat this guy at
Yeah.
KWC. Like other people can get to this level. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I thought that was good. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And it's hard to just pick one of these names out of the list, but I think you can if you kind of compare them, if you're like, okay, well, could Takio win over Ryoga? Like that's tough with KWC. You have to really value Instagram clips. Um, and not only obviously posting to Instagram, but what I mean is like the tricks that he does, right? But
Yeah.
and then if you look at like Adrian, like yeah, he won EKC, but then how could he beat Ryoga if Ryoga had this breakout KWC win, right? Like you can kind of compare and
Yeah.
like okay,
Yeah.
there's no way that he could win. Um, and then kind of on an island is ET, and then yeah, Miguel Zaki. They're I kind of see them in an island too. But yeah, I definitely agree. Breakout would make sense for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Ryoga for the win.
Yeah.
And he'll be there. So yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
We'll
I
that'd be
talk
might be
about
cool.
there to
that in a bit.
receive it, which would be crazy.
We'll talk about that.
Will he be wearing a suit?
Definitely not. He probably doesn't even own one.
Maybe the McDonald's. He had a McDonald's suit at some point,
Oh, we
right?
gotta tell
That's
him that. We
right.
gotta tell him, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, we gotta tell him to bring that as soon as possible. Yeah, that's what he'll
Yeah.
wear.
All right. Cool. Boom. Event of the year. I just went with personally, Zach and I had a good conversation about this. EKC. I voted Konami World Cup just because 1,000 people. That event is so well run, and it's the one that's most paid attention to. But EKC, Zach and I were talking about it, made some good points. And if I could go
Yep.
back, I'd probably vote for it because uh, just the amount of work they did to get players out there that really would elevate the event. And pretty much, yeah, I've never seen an event work so hard to get as many people out there as possible. So,
Yep.
and just like really key players. So I thought that was really, really cool. That's a simplified version of it. Yeah.
I think I can't imagine. I think we can kind of dwindle down to KWC, Catch and Flow, and EKC. Um, it's hard. I mean, yeah, EKC. That's who I voted for. That's what I voted for.
Mhm.
KWC definitely has. It's one of the. It's an event that's kind of on a different level, just kind of like the Burl thing is, because of the organization behind it and how it's in Japan and stuff, and it's the Kandama World Cup. It's really cool that UKC was basically all Tio. Obviously, a lot of help, but he's the guy. And then, I mean, kind of what I don't know if it's hard to one up from last year, but he did as best as he possibly could, and it's not nothing of his doing. It was just how insane Yasu was last year. But if you wanted to have more fun event than last year, like this is the closest you could get to it with Takia being there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was incredible. It was so hype. It's so hard to live up to last year EKC, but I think that was the best shot.
You think last
Yeah,
year was better?
Adrian. Yeah, there was something special about 2023. I wouldn't say generally better. That's a hard claim to make, but like there was something so special about that year with Yasu. Just that breakout of like we don't know, like we just know that he has a good style, but that was almost his debut of how incredible he is at freestyle.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um, like, of course, he got what second in catch and flow the year before, but like him just dominating and just in like the Western world, just coming over here, and the kind of what Takia did this year, especially with the Ken games and stuff. Like the Western world really got to see what level these guys are on. But yeah, I don't know. But dude, I mean, catch and flow. I don't know if it has a chance, but maybe it's worth talking about how
Mm-hmm.
that was that was Yasu's GoPro experience, right?
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Dude, actually you're right. Two iconic moments in one year. Dude, this guy could get player of the year, dude. He had two
Straight
iconic
up.
moments.
Yeah.
That's
You're
so tr-
right
that's so tr
because
Yes, that's so true how you brought up like this was his first breakout moment of like freestyle. I mean,
yeah,
dude won 2021 World Cup when he was like what?
yeah,
He was 12. He literally was 12 when he won that. He went into the darkness, and did the
yeah,
2,100 point run. That was I remember watching that back then. I'm like, dude, Taki's got this in the bag. He's got this wrapped up. Who's this Yasu kid? Oh, that's a joke. This is a joke run. He can't do this. And then actually get it
yeah.
insane. So we all knew he was good at Kendama, of course, and then but freestyle, I think, yeah, exactly. For a breakout moment and just seeing how insane that was in the filming, which you filmed that video, right?
Yeah, it was Ryan Kwan, the filmer that I hired to go on the EKC tour,
Yeah.
and he was the guy. He filmed
Yeah.
it.
Just an epic, epic shot. I mean, yeah, wow. Catch and
Yeah,
flow
that's
too
more
is
bias
just
on my end. Yeah.
catch and flow, insane. Like catch and flow, I remember waking up I woke up really early to watch the finals of that. And then I just remember
Oh, I'm
turning on
sorry. I'm sorry. Catch and flow. Sorry. That yeah, I filmed from the side and I posted it on
I was
YouTube.
talking about the EKC when I asked that one. Yeah.
EKC. Yeah,
So yeah,
EKC was
but
surprising.
catch and
Yeah,
flow,
yeah.
I remember
Okay.
you filming too, but I
Yeah.
remember yeah, I remember waking up like early, and then I just remember just tuning in right as he did that run, and I'm like, oh, I'm like groggy eyed, I'm waking up, I'm like, okay, I gotta go. It's
Yeah.
just, and I no, I literally opened the live stream and I just tuned into that, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
yo, but I was like, oh my god, like that, you don't need caffeine if you just see that in the morning,
Yeah.
that that was insane. He had, dude, the fact that I just think it's so amazing that the fact that he put on face paint really went into that whole persona of
Oh
the
God.
Joker, all of this stuff, and he actually demolished his competition. The fact that he did all that actually said he probably was like,
Yeah.
"Yo, I'm gonna win," and actually won. And Shinosuke didn't even have a bad round. Shinosuke literally was gonna win unless Yasu actually snapped, and he did. Like,
He grabbed the GoPro, dude. That yeah, we definitely need to consider. I think the most important thing that we do today is just make sure we consider everything because like as a viewer, it'd be so frustrating for us to like not think about something.
of
I'm glad
course,
that we remembered that because Yasu, yeah, catch and flow that counts because that was before whatever,
Yeah.
yeah, and that definitely raises him for player of the year because he won catch and flow. Of course, KDC, I don't know, but um, with Ryoga, But yeah, that yeah, man. I mean that event was incredible. The music was great. Yeah, what about the music between? I mean, Cup has the standard, Japanese Cup music.
Yeah.
Uh, and then we have EKC, really good music. Catch
Oh
and
my
Flow, really
God.
good
Yeah,
music.
EKC, such good
Dude, Catch
music.
and Flow's music was sick, bro.
Really?
It was like,
I no not yeah.
yeah, it was like this Japanese DJ who just had these sick like old '90s hip hop songs.
I mean, you
Um,
guys, do you and Nick think that EKC, I mean EKWC, I mean, sorry, wow, Catch and Flow was better than EKC? I mean, I wasn't there,
No
so
way.
no
okay.
way.
No way. No way.
Right, because Takia, right?
No way. Dude, Taki, the video. Oh my, everyone go watch the
Yeah,
Lowe's video of Taki's last freestyle. Just go watch that.
yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's one of those things you can compare them, right? And you're
It's
like,
just,
okay, what ends up that? Yeah,
if you really think about it, Catch and Flow, I mean, for me personally, it kind of got to a smaller event each year ever since like 2019, ever since like after COVID. I've never thought it was that special. It was just kind of an event for Japanese people. And every other event that we're comparing here is more so on a world scale. I mean, EKC World Cup
yep.
even is also just a lot more people. So yeah, but what I am kind of starting to realize is, dang, Yasu actually is player of the year, bro. He's actually insane.
Dude,
Should we go back for a second and look at Ryoga versus Yasu for Player of the Year? Should we go
wait,
back?
wait. Well, hold on because Gasu EKC 2023 that doesn't count. It just
What?
just his Catch and Flow would count. All right?
Right,
I guess.
So EKC wouldn't
right.
count. So let me just say
But
that.
it
Yeah.
is weird because there wasn't an award show.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't consider for this award show everything in the past. It has to be, yeah. So Catch and Flow would count because if we did an award show, it'd be after. Catch and Flow would be
Okay.
after, but yeah.
Okay. That may okay.
Um,
Okay. Ah, okay.
I know it sucks. Yeah, because there wasn't. But yeah,
Okay.
so if we looked at Player of the Year, Ryoga versus Yasu, it'd be Ryoga winning KDBC, Yasu winning Catch and Flow.
And
Man,
they're like
what win is
Instagram
more
clips.
impressive? Like, I guess it's the Ryoga win, but like,
Definitely the
Definitely
Ryoga
Ryoga,
win.
bro.
Definitely the
Definitely
Ryoga win.
okay,
Ryoga.
but yeah, of course, yeah. But I'm thinking out loud here, but I also don't want to, put down the win from Yasu. How insane that was with the makeup, dude.
Yeah, I
Like, you
mean, I don't,
can't lose if you put on makeup.
no,
If you
you can't.
lose, you're gonna look. You can't be in second place. You can't be on the left side of the guy in the final pictures with makeup on.
Yeah.
How
Dude,
how are you gonna? Yeah, how are you
dude,
gonna
he
do that?
literally like took the GoPro, laced the last spike, put it in front of Shinosuke's face.
That's
That
Dude,
was insanity.
no.
Absolute
yeah,
insanity. Shinosuke's up there trying to being a really good sport. I mean, Yasu legit after his run gets Shinosuke in the cam. He's like, "Yo," he just shows everybody. He's like, "Yeah, I just kicked this." Like he's like, "Yep, definitely dubbed
yeah.
that." And Shinosuke's like, "Holy crap, he actually pulled through." Yasu gives a little salute. Shinosuke's in the center shot too. And Shinosuke, honestly, Shinosuke could have done anything there. You know what he did? Epic. He did one of these. He did a salute too. He did two. He's like, boom. You could just see he's just like, holy. He's like, dude, that really just happened because I had that dub in the bag and he actually just beat me. You know,
Yeah,
he's not
we
happy. It
we
was
got to
in,
have Shinosuke. I'm rooting for Shinosuke next year, man. We got to have
yeah.
him just come out with what would it be? So Yasu was the devil. So Shinosuke's got to be like
Oh
God,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
dresses up like Jesus of Nazareth.
No, he was Joker. Yasu was kind of Joker
Joker,
vibe.
Joker,
So it's
Joker.
like,
Yeah,
Well,
so it's
and then the
like
year
Batman.
before he was like the Red Devil.
Shin Shinosuke just comes as like, I wouldn't say, let's just not go to Batman. Let's go Robin. Let's go. He's Robin vibes.
Okay, okay.
He's Robin
He
vibes.
is Robin vibes, but Robin can't really beat
Robin vibes.
the Joker. Robin needs Batman.
No,
If
Joker's kicking
if
Robin's ass.
if Shinosuke comes as Robin, he's gonna lose again.
I mean, well, I'm sorry, but I don't see Shinosuke beating Yasu in any world right now. So yeah, he can come as Robin. Like,
No, he
Yeah,
has
it's
to
true.
level up. Like Bruce Wayne
But what if like
has to get out. Bruce has to.
yeah?
I don't know what variation of the comic and Bruce Wayne dies, but there's definitely got to be one. So Bruce Wayne,
But
and,
what
and
if
then Robin takes up the mantle.
Yasu does Spider-Man and then the universes collide just like they do in the real movies, and
And then
we
he
all
goes
get
into a universe where he can beat the devil and the Joker. And then, yes.
And then that one dude like me, like I like do the snap and then everything dies. Remember that movie? I
Yeah.
didn't actually see it. Thor, whatever.
Wow. Any
What's name?
Marvel fan listening to this, what I
Thanos?
said just
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
cringed so hard. I can't even believe
Oh my
that.
God.
Like
No,
whoever the
it's
Marvel fan just cringed so
Thamos.
hard.
Thamos, right? Thamos?
Yeah.
Nick's
Yeah,
not
and
having
you're
fun.
Thanos, of course. So you come in and you snap, right?
Thanos.
Yeah.
Uh wait, Nick, should we watch this video? Someone linked that Nick said he's gonna retire if he wins KWC. We need to kind of live
Can we
confirm
do it?
this.
Nick, can you share,
Can we
please?
live confirm this?
Can you
Sure,
share,
yeah.
please,
Wait,
Nick?
hold on. I was just looking up really important information. Did Robin ever become Batman? Bruce Wayne
Did
takes on the.
Robin ever become Batman?
I mean, it's gotta be. It's gotta
It's
probably.
honestly,
There's
it's
so many
looking like the
characters.
opposite. Wait, Bruce Wayne takes on
Wait,
the alias of Batman, even if. Wait, what? I don't
Robin
know.
never became Batman? What are you talking about? That's impossible.
I'm sorry.
All right, Nick.
Dude, that is we can't go live again after this.
No, we can't. There's no way.
Did
All right, Nick,
Robin
you're gonna go
ever
on that video,
become
Nick, and share your
Batman?
screen.
Okay. Here, wait.
We're gonna watch this video.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get
He's
it
gonna
up.
share his screen. It'll be on like fandom.com. Robin.
Fandom.com. Yeah.
Oh, Jasper's in this video. That's sick.
Dude, we
Share
gotta
screen,
share your
share screen.
screen. Share your screen.
Sorry.
I want to see Jasper.
Let me here. I'm gonna share my screen right now.
I'm beating Jasper in chess right now. Like 3 games.
Really?
Wow.
I'm basically Yasu. Yeah.
You're Yasuo,
In
Nick?
chess. I'm Yasuing him.
You guys see it?
All right, let's go.
Let's go. We're gonna get live translation from Nick Gallagher himself. Go to
Okay, let's
525.
go to 535. Is that where he is?
Um,
Oh, that's Kato for a second.
go 525.
525?
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, it's the start of the segment. Okay, here it is.
What? Wait, hold on.
Wait, was that me? Let's go.
Zack, shut up.
Oh wow. Yeah, he actually said that.
Ruichi?
No. Haruichi was like, no, you shouldn't like stop kidding around, like don't do that. But then Taki's like, no, literally, like I'm gonna retire after this. Like there's nobody who
Okay, yeah. He kind of deserves the loss then. Dude, that is
Oh, it literally
crazy,
says right there.
bro.
It literally says right there. No rival. And I'm gonna like no, because there's no rival, I'm retiring.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
That's huge.
Let's go. Let's skip to the end. Let's skip. Actually, we probably shouldn't do that. That's just gonna. We should.
No, dude, we
No,
should.
can we? No, can we? No, look. I want to actually highlight.
Here it is. Biggest step out of the year. Right here. Oh my God.
Guys,
Yeah, good pause, Nick.
thank you. Look at. I mean, clearly he was off to the left, but guys, he was so close.
Well, no, that's after he missed, right?
No.
This is great.
Yeah,
I actually wanted to show this. This is first try, level 11. Oh my.
Boom, 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 boom.
beast.
Look, okay, the Tom is coming down. Look at this guy.
Oh
Dude!
my God. Oh my God.
That's dub. That's five. That's 3.5 grand. Oh no.
Dude, you guys are
No way. Oh gosh, he's crying right there, but then hey.
well, honestly, thank God for Ryoga because we get to see Takia clips forever.
Well, I mean, he told Nick the
Because
other day that he probably wouldn't stop playing, right?
Well, he said okay,
whoa,
so he
whoa,
figured
whoa!
it
Breaking news! This is gonna be a YouTube short.
Clip it.
out. Well, I was
We're
saying
clipping
though
this.
that I guess Takia is going to become, yeah, he's going to become a person next year, the third year of high school, the final year of high school in Japan, where they take a big test to get into university. So a lot of Japanese players like to say they're going to go ghost and quit Kandama for a whole year. I don't really it's no, no. Because besides no,
Yeah,
you can still play. It's just some people take it so seriously that like if
yeah,
you're super good and they go into that, they almost want to quit because they don't want people to be expecting much of them. Because if you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, oh, it's just easier to say I'm not doing it and
To
just quit.
save,
You know what I mean?
but I mean, Taki doesn't also seem like the most studious person. Like, so
Right.
Canada, from what I've heard, he was like a really studious person. Taki
Right.
seems like he's good
Right.
in
Well,
parkour and like
I for
athletic.
sure he goes to school and does it for
Yeah,
sure, but I don't think he's really, really about Kandama. So I don't see him quitting. You know what I mean? I mean, he said
yeah.
he's gonna quit, but no, no way. You know what I did? You know what else
Dang.
I figure out though? You know what else he told me? Which is I'm starting to realize Takia just says the most outlandish things. Like I'm gonna retire if I you
Yeah,
know?
I think he just has this like. I think from my sense, the Japanese don't tend to like be big. Like, I guess there's a few guys that like will troll and really joke around. Like Haruichi, I love Haruichi's energy for just being really like that instead of like their usual polite thing. But Takia, from what I've seen, he just was really just like for example, Catch and Flow. He was playing with an Azora, warming up, and then he was just telling like everyone's asking like, "Are you going to play with that? Are you going to use the Azora for Catch and Flow?" And he was just saying, "Yeah, I am." And then he got up there with it with like a normal, Kandama Israel Kandama. Like, I'm not going to do an Azora. You guys kidding me? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think he's just over the fandom. He's just
I think
over
he's
it.
like
Like, yeah,
the meter. I think he gets a little bit from Utaro. Utaro also just has told me probably over 100 lies. In the
okay,
he like the biggest like this guy blows everything out of proportion for fun, and it's his life. He just speak.
yeah,
Well, it's like he almost doesn't tell the truth anymore on purpose. It's just like speaking
okay.
big lies. So
I love
Taki
it,
probably
dude.
just blows things out of proportion too. But he also did tell me that he's probably never going to go to an overseas competition again. And I was like, stop with that.
Yeah,
Actually, stop
yeah,
with that.
yeah.
So yeah,
Um,
hate to.
is this going to go on YouTube or is this like a live meeting for Zoom?
YouTube.
YouTube for
Okay,
sure.
cool, 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 cool. Um, the entertainment value is just 100%, dude. If this doesn't get 850 views,
That's so funny.
All right, guys, wait. No, wait, no, okay, because we're on film of the year.
What?
oh.
Oh, oh yeah,
So for
Burley.
me,
Yeah, back to
I
our
have to
original
remember
topic.
differentiating between editor and filmer, because it's like I kind of always combine the two. All right, well, what do we have for nominations? So,
Yeah, Oscar, Brett, Soma Fujita, Kentaro, Zach Magnuson, Rustam Zoletta, Future Friends guy, Adrian Esteban, Cooper Reddy, Matt Clifford, P Ducks. Dude,
yep,
okay, here's the thing with a filmer and editor of the year. I want to gain context to all these guys. I want to gain the context of what they created and everything. But if I don't see what they've done, then there's no way I can go back and see
yeah,
about like because it's not like you can search their names, but it doesn't necessarily mean that if you search their names on YouTube, the edits they've filmed are gonna come up. So that's why I'm gonna vote. I voted for Zach because Zach actually posted all of his edits the other day that he filmed, and I wasn't sure about how many edits Zach had filmed. I was like, oh yeah, Zach's probably up there. I don't really know how much he's done this year. Oh my God, he's done so much. All those edits are banger, like
Yeah.
are super high quality. And look, it's a couple standouts for me. Yeah, Oscar Elan filmed the Japan experience from Grain Theory. I'm sure he's filmed it for
mm,
Burl as well.
yeah,
Great.
good
Brett
filmer.
filmed for Burl. Great. Soma Fujita, honestly, not even. I mean, had Kyra Seats, but I don't even know if that was this year. Kentaro Yoshizu, really a big shout out. That dude filmed like a madman this year.
Did he?
Everybody.
Okay, yeah, that's the name that I
Right.
wouldn't think of what edits he filmed.
He filmed a large proportion of Japanese edits this year, like a
Okay,
large
okay.
amount, huge. Zach
And
Maddoxon, we went
edited.
over him. Hey, go ahead, Nick.
And he edited all of them. It was for
And
like
he,
the girls
yes, and he
contest.
edited all of them.
He literally filmed and edited for like six people just in that contest alone. And I'm pretty sure he's just doing it just because, and it's just crazy.
He definitely made like over
Yeah,
10 edits
But
in the span of like 6 months.
I will say all the
okay.
people on this list should definitely put up their proof somewhere on their page because what
Yep,
Zach Maggs did really makes it very convincing for him because he put everything he was really smart. He put everything he did this year up on Instagram and wow, he is amazing. So I voted for him.
yep. Yeah, I forget who I voted for. Um, you know what, for filming, right? So it's going to be location pick. It's going to be the amount of work that you did. Um, what tricks that you filmed, knowing how hard,
Yeah.
how long it took to film, like the elbow for me. Um, my no. Um, yeah, I mean, like I feel like Zach is a super talented filmer, but he's also an incredible editor. You know,
He could win both.
he could win both. I guess he's in both. Yeah. Um, I love the way that Soma films. His shots are really good. Um, I love the way Brett films. So
Hmm.
Brett's Helvin Wong edit. That
Hmm.
this year? Was that last year?
The pro at
The
it?
pro model?
Yeah, right. The Las
That
Vegas
was
one.
that was 2022, right?
Yeah.
Uh, okay. Sorry guys. I'm like, yeah, I'm not sleeping much these days, so everything just kind of blends together, you know.
Well, I'm sure he filmed something of Kelvin this year. Uh,
Thanks for the save, bro. I appreciate that. Okay. Well, hey, uh that was really cool filming from Brett Kevin Wong edit, but yeah, we're not going to include that. Um,
yeah,
yeah,
nice.
honestly, I don't know. I don't know who I'd vote for.
Yeah, and I think it'd be way easier to know if there was context. So
That's what Nick is saying.
yeah,
Yeah,
next time
I
it's
kind of
like,
want to know context. Yeah,
yeah, next time
because I
just
know these guys
hopefully,
past projects, right? I know Zach's and Cooper's
yeah.
and yeah. Um, but yeah, I have to honestly before I even uh I I I think I voted for, I can't say it before I vote because I already voted. But before I say anything, I have to look at who I'd actually promote.
Wait,
I
what?
think I no, I think I voted for Brett, and I was thinking about the Kevin Long edit. I need to go back and.
Oh my God.
Sorry, guys.
Didn't even check that it was
We're
filmed in
gonna cut this.
2024.
We're gonna cut this out. Yeah, but I'm sure Brett did. Brett had to have done some amazing stuff in 2024, right?
100%. I just searched up Kelvin One Kandama put up recently uploaded, and the only thing that came up was a Future Friends edit. So yeah, no, 100%.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool,
no,
cool,
I
cool,
mean
cool.
Brett definitely. I mean Brett filmed EKC and he filmed all of Burl this year. It just hasn't been, yeah. So not all of
Yeah,
Burl, okay, So
leave me out of this one.
yeah,
All right. So just editor of the year.
Yeah, Brett did film me. Dude, Matt is just. This is why he's in here. He just saves me. He filmed EKC so well. He's like my teleprompter. All right, yeah, editor. Um, we got Oscar, Frederick Moeller, Mule. I speak Danish. Mule, Brett Walters, Eric Wass, Jake Weens, Adrian Esteban, Zach Magnuson, not Maguson, and then Rustum Zoletta. Do you guys know
Future
Rustum like
Friends,
personally?
Future Friend.
Okay,
I just
he's a
know him because he's friends with Westy and they used to post videos back in the day.
okay. I don't
Yeah,
know. I've never met him. I don't think, but yeah, I know he's Future Friends filmer. I saw that Future Friends edit. That was really really cool. Super super creative and yeah, really cool.
yeah. I had
Yeah, you
Brett for
guys
this
go. Yeah.
one. I had
Okay.
Brett for this one just because he put thousands of hours into Burl.
Yeah.
But honestly, I might have to switch to Zach Mags.
Mm.
I might have to switch to
What
Zach
did
Mags.
I got to see what Zach did this year? Yeah, I know. I can name so many projects that he's done, but I can't. I have to look exactly this. I guess he did the Outer Banks one, right?
He did that
That
one and
that
a lot
edit.
more. If you go on his story, you could probably see the projects that he did because he put all of them up, which helps him a lot. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
he put up a
yeah.
ton.
Um, who's a really really talented professional editor. I really like. I think for style, my personal opinion, I can see like I guess maybe it's just a little bit of bias, but Frederick Muller personally, I just love the way he edits.
Hmm.
His last edit, it was a full length movie, and it was called Kings. I think that's what it translates to. Kings edit Muller Kendama. What's it called again? Let me look at the name of it. because that
Is it
edit is
on
incredible.
YouTube?
Yeah,
On his channel or Lotus?
not Lotus. It's his channel. Kongen.
Dude, I can't find him.
Yeah, I forget the name of it. I gotta find this. Shout him out. But that was a really, really cool edit. Really well filmed. I think maybe in that project, I love the tricks, the style. You know, Christopher Hutman, that blonde-haired chromie. His
Yeah,
style
yeah,
is
yeah.
incredible. So I'm thinking maybe for that edit specifically, I really like the tricks. But I like Fred's editing style because of Lando Lingo. Fred did also did
Hmm.
Lando Lingo. Um, but Zach Magnuson is definitely up there too. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I voted twice too, and I think I did one Fred, one Zach.
Mm.
Um, Brett. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, the amount of work. I love Brett's editing. It's so good. It's like really, you can really tell that he's. I don't, is he a professional? I mean, it
Yeah, he
definitely looks
is.
like it. Yeah. Um, Super cool. And everyone else, incredible editors. But I feel like Zach, Brett, Frederick are the ones that come to my head of like top three.
Yeah. Yeah. Zach is probably done. Like Zach and Brett have probably put in the most hours to editing this year. Zach is just in so many projects for so many people.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen Burl. I wasn't there last year and I've never taken the time to watch it. Um,
I've only saw a little bit of it.
yeah, so I know Brett put thousands of hours into it, and he probably is a top two contender for this list. Uh, I just voted Zach Mags again, so
Hmm.
yeah, for this one. He's done so much
Yeah.
work too, so like carries them on their back. So I think it's a respectable vote.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I guess work put in. I know. Yeah. I mean, we only know how much Brett did because obviously how big that movie is and
Yeah,
the fact that he said that. But Zach, he never really, he's humble. He never talks about how much he edits, but you got to know it's so much because not only like how many edits he puts out, but also the quality, the
yeah,
depth of it, right? So good. Yeah, just we're really lucky to have all of these guys, but especially Zach, uh, because of the production quality that he brings and he's brought for so long. You know, he
yeah.
really fulfilled like TJ's role. And yeah, Callan film too, right? Yeah.
Hmm. Yo, Matt just put in the link for Fred's edit. Matt's like Jamie on Joe Rogan. It's just he's just
Thank you, Jamie.
pulling stuff up, just instant. And I remember seeing this.
Right.
It's 23 minutes, dude. 22 minutes, December 23rd, 2023. Like I've never seen it, so I definitely got to check that out.
Yeah, I mean, at least, fast forward to some of the stuff just to get a sense, but it's just, I mean, the beautiful city of Copenhagen. And Fred also just, kind of like a Marcus situation where the tricks are just incredible. He's so talented,
Hmm.
so technical, really, really good player. Always love watching him. I love his style. Love the way that he plays.
Yeah, Fred's incredible.
Um,
No, he's really good and consistent. Yeah.
yeah. Editing is cool too. Yeah, I mean, Fred is a really interesting guy. I have a trick in this, by the way. Right, do I? Yeah, I do.
You're goated.
So I'm gonna vote for that. I appreciate it. But yeah, Fred, he's in Valcrew, uh, and that's like this really cool rap crew. They do live shows, and is just he'll like work all night on like a lighting rig setup, and he's really into that kind of production.
Hmm.
Um, so it's super cool. Yeah,
Wow. Oh, okay.
Fred's doing big things.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right.
Thanks, Matt, for the save again. Yeah,
Johnny Appleseed Award. This one's a really tough one for me. I genuinely like don't it's hard for me to pick this one because like John Appleseed Award, the only criteria on the Burl like post was outstanding community member, right? I think that was it. And I
yeah,
think we can infer that this one is probably the person who gives back most of Kandama or is just putting on Kandama the most. Like that's how I kind of see it. I just really don't know. I just I this was actually tough for me because again, this is honestly one where I wish people could where I wish the nominations like I wish the nominations had a chance to say like here's what I've done or you know or
right.
so we could
Right.
check it out. So I don't. So that's why I just don't know, because I could at first glance, like anybody here, mostly anybody in this nomination could get an award.
Yeah.
Do you guys
Yeah.
have any set picks? Because I just don't.
I'll say just as Johnny Appleseed Award for players in the community, I probably wouldn't pick Nonica or Brett. I would probably just condense the list real quick, just off first glance. Um, Not to say they haven't done anything, but I think the other people are just have done more. Play, hmm. I wouldn't pick. I would probably minimize. I would probably take MGR out of there too. Obviously, he's
You think
done.
so? I've seen MJR get his name get dropped a few times because of Depot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
For me, MJR's up there.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, and here's the thing too. It's I'm speaking from a very. I mean, I think we're all speaking from in reality, just like an not like uninformed a little bit, just because we don't know all. Like if we saw all the stats, like all of what people have
Yeah.
done, make it so much easier. Like MJR has done, like with Kendama Depot, literally like changing how people get kendamas, how people how accessible they are. I guess I'm more thinking of the perspective of I just see Tio's name, Josh's name, Matt's name, and then Chad's name, and then your name, and I'm thinking, okay, I think I just know these guys more, so that's why I take
Mm.
people out. So there is definitely a bias. I'll tell you who I did vote for though. Uh, I voted for Isaac, and I also voted for with my other votes, Chad.
Are you serious?
I'm not gonna lie to you, that could have been a lie. I actually don't. I voted twice, but I can't remember if it was Chad or Sweets.
Yeah. So I actually took about like an hour and a half, but I made about like 50 to 60 different emails and just voted all for me. So I don't know if you want to call election fraud, slate of electors from Pennsylvania, but um Dominion law, Dominion lawsuit, they can go after me.
I really hope you win.
I really hope you win too.
Because I mean, Goya cheated for you too, so
Yeah. I was like, go ahead, don't do that. Um
he was like, "No, I'm born to do this."
He's like, I'm Romanian. I got this. It's like, wait, what?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Every one of these names spread Kandama so much, and just so
yeah,
many other people spread Kandama so much.
Yeah.
I guess spread positivity. Like, yeah, I think they're looking at me for tutorials,
yep,
Yep.
company,
Yep.
kendamanomics. Nomics is a big one, right?
Huge, huge.
Huge one. But then all these other players just did a huge part in their own ways. So
yeah, yeah,
we'll see. But yeah,
yeah. Who'd you vote for though?
me,
Yeah, who'd you vote for though?
I voted for me.
There it is.
Duh,
Let's go.
duh.
All right, cool. Nice, man. All right, well,
Pop cultural impact. Well, okay. Well, if you didn't vote for yourself, Isaac, who would you vote for? I'm curious to know that because you probably know more about what these guys are doing than Nick and I. So,
Mm, TOEKC, that's really cool. But could just compare Chad and we put Chad and Sweets into that category for their own events. But then also with Chad and Sweets, I guess they have it. Chad is kind of solo for battle for event wise. So that's kind of an island I see it. And but then also Chad as a company. So but Sweets, I mean, they do so much for the school. And I guess Sweets and Grove are also in that
yeah.
for hitting schools and spreading kendama, not only schools,
Well,
but
they're
just
separate
in a
now,
lot.
but yeah,
Yeah, right. And then obviously Josh with how much he works.
yeah,
I can almost imagine a name that like isn't is just doing a ton and receiving no not that we're profiting, obviously, because no one's profiting in Kandama, but like we're in it also for a job, right? Like
hmm
I hope that I can make money back for Kendamanomics and have that part of a living someday, in like 10, 15 years. No, I'm just joking. But I feel like Johnny Appleseed, it's almost like if I know him right, it's not like he got paid a ton of money to plant these apple trees. He just did it to see apple trees thrive in
Yeah.
America in the future, right? So like imagine somebody who just like really just did 1,000 first spikes to not even win a prize, just to do it. That's like that kind of makes me think of a Johnny Appleseed as somebody who didn't receive anything in return and just gave. Um, but there's not really any names in here. Why isn't Anoka in here? Is it
Not sure, to be
not
honest.
sure? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, not to say that she doesn't spread a positive
I
influence
mean,
and
she had an
she
event too. I mean, she had an
won
event. Like
battle.
that's huge.
She
Yeah.
had she had an event. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
And she is
yeah,
Sweets'
Brett
most valuable
McPearl.
player by far. And
Yeah,
that's not a Johnny Appleseed thing, but that's just yeah, she's putting out freaking on. Like she's putting on.
for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, but I think every name in here, yeah, I guess we do it, I mean, no one does it for money, but we're also getting a reward. Tia with the event, Chad company, Matt company, Josh is working. Brett, is again, we're not profiting a lot, but we are like making some money. Um, so I guess it's just like how much did people sacrifice for this? Again, I think we just all sacrificed a lot. Like I
Yeah.
know these guys, and I know with Kendama, you have to sacrifice everything just because you love it. Like there's no fame in Kendama, worldwide fame. There's no money. There's no
Yeah.
nice cars. There's no nice travel. It's just because you love it, and I think we all love it equally. Um, but I guess shameless promoting. I think Kandamanomics was big. I'm really happy. I put in so much work into that, and I'm really happy that it's doing well in terms of the amount of people that are on. I'm really excited to see where it goes. And yeah, I mean that's just like something that I feel like it was pretty out of the box, but it also is helping Kandama players a ton. And then also like the YouTube tutorials. I mean, honestly, most of the time I use a really nice song, so I don't make any money off those videos, and not that I would because they don't get that many views. But it just feels like it's something that I really enjoy doing. So it's not
Mhm.
like this. Maybe it's being humble or whatever, and you can't really tell yourself that you're being humble because that's kind of cocky to do. But like, it just feels like I'm really just enjoying doing it instead of me being like this generous person. Like for me, generosity is like really a lot of sacrifice. When like, of course, I'm sacrificing like having a good salary or whatever, and I'm sacrificing time and stuff, but so is everybody else's. I don't know. I'm kind of going in circles, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know who I would vote for. MGR big. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, with the map and everything. And Major did some cool stuff too with outside, just thinking outside of the box of how we can do to help, what we can do to help. And then
Mhm.
obviously, even though Tio just has an event, EKC, what he did with the EKC and how that influenced other events is really cool. So yeah, I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I think in the future when the awards get more I guess structured, then we'll be able to have more of an educated response to these things. I mean, because we all know like people in these categories could all win by someone's opinion, and there's just not. I think we're just a little uninformed about to make the best vote possible. And it's no like there's no that's no like lash or like hate to anybody involved in this project. It's literally the first year, so it's just fun to
Yeah,
grab there. Yeah,
yeah.
it's still really cool. But yeah, Johnny Appleseed Award got through that. Um, what do you have next, Zach?
Pop
I'm just
cultural impact. And then after this one, we can kind of just speed through the other ones.
Yep.
okay.
Pop culture impact, dude. I mean, I'm gonna see my honest instinct with this one is Sweets Kanamas just because of the crazy move the craziness they just
Yeah,
just happened with NAKO. But I will say it's a little premature to vote for them yet because of that and I know okay and I know they've done a lot more stuff. They spread Kanama in ways that only they are doing through schools, through mindfulness, through play, and all of this. But Sweet Kanama is bringing in nouns as a sponsor for that event. I really think save NAKO, and I think this opportunity, while controversial, of course, a lot of people have different opinions and stigmas towards NFTs, crypto, all this, but I think it has potential to be huge. Just to see what happens from this and getting in, mixing in that community and or the awareness factor. And I mean, this is on par with what Tio did for EKC in the sense of bringing out players, right? Like now because this happened, this partnership happened, now 6 Japanese players are coming to NAKO, which make NAKO actually, in my opinion, 10 times better. Like
Yeah.
before then, Yasu wasn't going probably, like Noah wasn't going, Ryoga, Maharu, they weren't going. So
Yeah.
I mean, these things, right? Like like the event is going to be elevated by multiple levels and that. So, but I'm actually not going to vote. I don't know if I'm going to vote for Sweets on this one because I'd like to just because of this, because of the whole thing about the 10K donation plus the flight money for all these Japanese players from Mounds is huge. But it's premature. I don't know how this is going to go yet. Other than that, though, but what I was looking at was I was actually looking at Naru and Takia just because they've gotten so many views for
Honestly, yeah, that's a big one.
for
Like,
Kandama.
yeah.
Like Naru and Taki have gotten millions of views for Kandama this year. So I would say that. And then yeah, I was gonna say Naru Takia besides that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just looked up like pop culture, and it's just like spreading something using mass media, generally aimed towards younger people. So I would kind of think like what you're doing to spreading Kendama outside of the community, outside of the
Mm,
culture, and
mm,
going more pop culture.
mm.
So if
Yeah.
I look strictly at that, like I know we are the work that we're doing is really focused, like kendamanomics, Gallagher School, like that's really focused on pushing our current community. And of
Yeah,
course,
the
you're going to get new
existing
people
community.
in. Yeah, yeah. And of course, like EKC, for example, that's like, oh, it's an incredible community, incredible event for the community. But then there's an argument that, like, okay, well, the clips that were made, like Yasu's run or whatever, like those clips are because EKC got those people out there. The clips from that get viral. I think Instagram has a big part to do with pop culture. So that can kind of get some credit towards uh towards EKC. And of course Gallagher Kandama, like with what you guys are doing, people are taking Kandama more seriously. That's gonna get more people into Kandama. But pure pop culture, I almost would look at like an Instagram,
Yeah,
like I would look at like
Yeah.
Naru Takia.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
Who
I
got
go to
more
Gallagher
views, Naru
Kandama.
or Takia? Probably Takia, right? I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know.
but
Naru
I don't
Naru
know
gained
because
so many followers this year. Naru has like
yeah,
almost 30K now on Insta.
wow.
So maybe him.
Naru, yeah, Naru has a lot of viral clips.
But Takia got reposted on ESPN, so I'm going Takia.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. That's
boys.
a huge one for pop culture. Huge one.
I'm going Takia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Takia.
Are you
Okay.
voting Taki?
Yeah, I'm gonna vote Takia.
You're not voting Gallagher Kanama?
I don't know. In any all these awards, I would never vote for myself. No, me personally.
Okay, so let's rewind like 15 seconds when you asked me. Just ask me again, okay?
For what?
For for
Johnny
Johnny
Appleseed.
Appleseed.
Who? So
Yeah.
yeah. So who would you vote for, John? Who would you vote for Johnny Appleseed?
A lot of these guys have like, man, this is tough. Everyone did so much to spread the positivity of Kendama, but like people are just wondering like if you'd ever vote for yourself. And
Yeah.
I personally would never do that. Like it just, yeah, I mean, it just feels too vain. So I'm gonna go with MJR. Okay, perfect
Got it.
cut. Replace that back.
Yep. Edit that
Okay,
in.
and next time, Zach, just sit. God, I'm just getting put out on the drying rack in this interview.
No, you're not. Nobody cares. No one cares.
Pop cultural. I would never vote for myself.
Like
Oh,
it's like, well,
who
wait, you're not voting
would
for Gallagher Nama?
ever
No, I
vote
wouldn't
for
vote for
themselves?
myself. What am I? Look how freaking narcissistic that is, dude. Who would even do that? I was like, no, I for sure voted for myself, Johnny Appleseed. Yeah.
If you actually say it like that, it sounds kind of funny. It's like the Johnny Appleseed Award, I voted for myself. Like
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Johnny
It's like so
Appleseed.
contradictory.
For Johnny
Yeah,
Appleseed, I literally voted for myself.
Like after all the awards
yeah.
to vote for yourself, that's probably not the one to do it. I gave the most this year.
I did
I
more.
did it.
Dude, God,
It's okay. We
too
will.
too competitive for my own good.
It's all good.
I
All
don't
right, let's
I
go
don't fit
to
in with
let's
Europe,
move on.
man. They all hate me here. I'm
Nobody.
all just too American competitive, dude. Oh,
No one cares. It's
Um, but if you do vote for me, I will be
Oh, wait,
doing
what?
a giveaway for Element Kens. So just let me know.
Oh.
Screenshot your vote. And honestly, I just yeah, every vote that you send me, I'll just give you something. So, you know, it's just to give back. Johnny Appleseed, I'm giving back, right?
Every vote you have for Isaac, you get $1 off a Lotus product. So now name your votes, and then every vote, tally up your votes, and then I'll give you a discount code for however many
Yeah.
votes you get in dollars.
No, but do
You'd
you
win
think
so
like
fast.
in the American, like whenever Johnny Appleseed was around like 1840s, do you think there was a competition where they were like, all right, guys, we've had a lot of people who planted apple trees, but we got to pick one person. And do you think Johnny Appleseed was just like, like we have Elizabeth Taylor planted 4 apple trees in her backyard, and then we have Johnny Appleseed, young John. He planted 2 million trees across the United States. John's like, I did. Okay, yeah. I mean, yeah, yeah.
So what you're
At that
saying
point,
is,
people are like, Jesus Christ, what are you doing?
Jesus. Well, yeah. What's your full time job? Yeah,
yeah. So you wanted to tell everyone that you planted 2 million trees. That's fine. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. You got my vote, like legit. So, what is tip? What is tip?
No,
Um,
no, most cursed trick.
my bad.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm I'm going through this fast. I think it's Marcus Lander. Actually, I genuinely think it is. The trip to elbow. No, who's doing that? Marty. But no, like literally, who else is doing that? You know. So I
Did he
mean,
hit? Wait, did he hit that? Did he hit
just the
that?
Marty
Good.
did that if he wanted to, for sure.
You
Don't
wanted
say
to,
that,
sure.
guys.
It's Marty though. It's a Marty.
Yeah, it is Marty.
I
But
would
he
say
hasn't. That's the important thing.
and
He has
exactly,
not
exactly.
hit
Yeah, we're
that.
not no theorizing here, no hype, no. But I'm just, but literally,
Well,
who?
you definitely did just theorize, but okay.
Uh,
If you're like in theory, Marty could hit that, yeah, but we're not theorizing.
He totally could though. It's just Amadi, bro. Like, come on.
All right, so
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
honestly, out of all those, Marcus Lander for me takes the cake, and
Yes.
some of
Yeah.
those on there didn't even make me like cringe. Like they didn't even make me go like I've seen stuff like that before. I have never seen stuff like Marcus before, except with Marty.
That's
So
a good, yeah, that face, that like, oh my God, nasty.
yeah, like that. Oh
Yeah,
my God, like that's insane. No, Marcus's trick was crazy, so I voted him.
cool. I agree.
Me too. It's not even close.
Um, it's not even close for me. It really isn't.
Yeah,
Uh,
drippiest
Yeah.
Drippiest
drip.
drip.
This
Drippiest
one
drip.
This is
obviously
hard
this
for
is
me.
going to a
They all
Japanese
drip.
person.
They all drip so hard.
Yeah, that's true though. I actually really liked how ET was voted for this because he has a totally different style than everybody else. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's cool because he literally makes his own clothes. So, like, yeah,
Well, I mean, ET is just like, yeah, shirtless, 6 pack, own shorts.
yeah. But he
And
also
then
like
like
portrays his own.
Nobu's wearing like 4 layers in the summer.
Right.
It's like the opposite. Yeah.
Who did you guys vote for?
I think I voted for Rin for one of them, and then my other vote I actually probably changed it. It was probably I forget now, but I think it was probably Kaito. Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, this is one that's just really up in the air. Yeah, like Kaito, I guess he's like modeling, but
I don't think
I swear
that's
who
Kendama drip. I think it's
right.
too. I think it's too modelly for like you're not playing Kendama in that. I mean, he does sometimes at events for sure, but like no, you know.
Okay. Yeah, and
Here.
then Nobu, I think if Nobu and Kaito just posted more tricks in their drip, they'd have a better
Uh,
chance. But like
yeah.
Yasu,
Yeah.
Rin, yeah, Yasu, Rin, Juru, Beanie's looking nice. Maybe a little bit too Danish. I think the Japanese they just pop,
Yeah.
fire.
Johnny Crest said Jiryu for drip easily. I'll tell you what Jiryu can get easily for number one. I'll tell you what he can win. He can win big as a glow up. Man, this guy literally transformed as a human being this year. So
Okay, I didn't know what Juru used to look like.
No, Jury
you know,
definitely glue up, and also his style. I want to talk about his
He grew
style.
up.
I do think that I do think that look,
Dude, I love gluing
Juryu,
up, bro.
if Juryu continued like he did, I mean, he's always been like honestly since Battle of the Border, he's been pretty. He's had his fits down, but dude, recently, I feel like his drip has actually just evolved. He went blonde. He has a tank top now, like a wife beater. I like, bro, I was looking at this dude. I'm like, yo. Even at KWC, I was like, yo, dude, like, me as Jim, I was like, dude, your outfit's insane right now. But honestly, I'm gonna go Yasu on this one. I'm gonna go
Yes.
Yasu. I'm going Yasu because he is honestly looking like a straight G at
Yeah.
KWC, and he goes crazy in other events as well. I mean, he's literally dressing, dude, Joker face, catch and
Yeah,
flow,
actually, yeah, that's catch and
full
flow. That
black, like
counts.
full like the Joker face. That's drip, especially when you dub and you literally call the dub like as Joker. Like I'm Joker, I'm gonna win, and you literally destroy. At KWC, he had this thing going on with his hair. I was like, dude, that looks so sick. And then he lays four level tens in a row, four level tens in a row in front of my face. I'm just looking, I'm like, dude, can this guy, is there anything
Dude,
this guy
I
can't do?
loved his style. I actually like his style too. Like he fits in. You know, people can maybe try too hard and like they don't really fit the the shirt that they're wearing or whatever. But like this year he had the frosted tips
Yes.
and it was
Dude,
just like, this is
it
sick.
looks
Like it's
so
just like
cool. Basketball
so
jersey.
cool. Yeah, yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I voted him.
Yeah. I think you should win. All right, last one.
Last one is wettest tip, or no, I'm sorry, second to last one, wettest tip, and I'm just going with Nick because it's an EKC final. Everything else is a regular trick. That's my opinion.
Yeah. I'm going Bart because I think missing a spike from a bird is insane. And not to say that I haven't done it a million times, but I think for what is tip, it's just like right there, you know. Then you think
Yeah.
back, like I've again been in this situation where I'm like, it is literally bird in. But when you get to that point, especially like after a quint bird flip, you're like, how can I not drop this in? But it gets so hard, you know. You're like, I can't do it. So yeah, I voted part.
Nice. I voted for myself. So yeah.
Dude, what? Are you
Wow,
Yeah.
wow,
serious?
wow.
Yep. On
That
what is
is
So
yep.
this isn't a
I love
Gallagher
that.
thing. This is a Zack thing. Zack's the humble god.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I voted for myself, and I'm gonna be super, super proud if I win this one because yes, you missed. Let's go. So
I
yeah.
like how you're just like taking it. Yeah, because yeah, it kind of sucks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, but you know what came of it though? The birth of Adrian Valau for the whole community. And so
Dude, okay, now you're humble again. What the
thank you,
heck? It was
Nick.
like
Hey, Nick,
it
thank
was
you.
2 seconds. It
Thank you,
was two
Nick.
seconds.
without that, without I'm now no, if I keep talking, it's gonna be like, and thanks to me, no.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks to me. Yeah, I miss it on purpose. Actually. Yeah,
Yeah, no. I wanted him to have a breakout moment. So I threw away the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
PKC win and then the C to the KWC. I threw the yeah, no, I just didn't want any of that. So yeah, because I'm a nice guy.
yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that was all the categories. You guys just want to get
Designer of
into
the year. Designer of the year. I voted Kelvin.
my bad. My
Again,
bad.
it's hard to look at these designers because they did all the work. I can't just search their work and just see it. So I voted Kelvin because he did the GK
Calvin for
logo,
me too.
and he's done a lot of cool other cool logos and designs as well for Soul. And yeah,
That's kind of voting for yourself, but uh, I'm
well,
now
that's
that
the
I've
only
already
work
done
I've
that.
seen from other like, people. Like the only people I've seen other work from, honestly, that I can like is for my head is like Kelly, and I like Kelly's designs. I just like Kelvin's
Yeah,
better. But everybody else,
yeah.
dude, Ben Conte, I don't know what he does.
True,
No,
true, true,
I
true,
know he
true.
MCs EKC, but I didn't know he was involved in any designing process. Same with Colin Russell,
yeah.
Right.
no idea who that is. Matt Clifford, P Docs. Okay. I just haven't looked into P Docs, so maybe that's just due diligence on my part.
Just
Lone
shirts.
Barrett,
Yeah, yeah.
really not
Shirts
sure.
has.
Jake Weens, GT, which is great. And then Eric, yeah, Raptor and Origins and stuff. I voted for Kelvin. I'm a fan.
Yeah. Jake Weens made the fuck your Captain Juggles pin. So I'm like,
Oh,
sorry,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
It's literally the all I do. Like, it's my identity.
Yeah, no, definitely can't have that going.
Yeah, so yeah, coming from me. All right, let's should we do the giveaway element Ken and the quiz?
Let's get it. Let's do it. All right,
Oh,
guys. So listen up. We're about to drop a link for trivia in the chat. So get ready to either go and sign on another device, but probably you can just do this on your phone while listening as well. We're gonna get into it. Boom. Start now. My screen. Let's go. Um, participant attempts. Wait, what? Oh yeah, we'll go unlimited. Redemption questions. allow. Hold on. I'm just getting this figured out. I'm about to start. Allow students to
Okay,
make.
while you figure it out, Nick, do you want to do a 3-1 bet on Johnny and Matt winning this? So I bet $10 that Johnny wins. If you take Matt, you would win $10. And if Johnny wins, I win you give me $3.
So I bet
So it's
on.
like a
I'm sorry. I bet on Matt.
yeah.
Against Johnny.
But
Uh,
it's not
I
an
think Matt
equal
might have
10.
Johnny on these questions for sure.
Zach,
Actually.
want to take it? A 10-3?
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Okay. Deal.
Because Matt
Well,
and I, you know what? Okay. Matt and I we were teammates in the trivia at EKC.
and it didn't go that well? No, I
Oh yeah.
think you just did really well. You did extremely well. You knew like every question.
Well, I did, but he didn't. But because we're teammates, like, bro, he's got this. Like, okay.
I'm about to
All
be
right.
$3 richer.
Yep.
Um, no, we'll see.
Oh,
We'll
Matt, you
see.
got
This,
this. All
this is
All
right.
right.
exciting.
I'm gonna. The hell?
Johnny, are you there? Are you going to participate? Type in chat if you're here. Do you want that element can? You want an element can? I want an element can.
Too damn bad.
Okay, I'm getting it ready, guys. I'm getting it ready.
All right.
Yo. Okay. Check it. Everybody, go to the Zoom. Go to the Zoom chat right now. Let's do this. Join up. Join this. Use code 089 0 089 068. 089 068.
Isaac just
089 068. Join up. We have 3 participants. Oop. Sorry, my
Where'd you
thing's.
get that?
Kandama SR.
You bought one?
Nope.
Okay. Stick, dude. Is it yeah, it's hand turned, right? Or
Hand
not
paint.
hand turned, hand painted.
Yeah.
Dude, those things are just the best.
Very nice.
Guys, you know what I did the other day?
Huh.
Played a natty tama to do juggles and taps, and it is so good for string control. It's
Oh
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, like I like the string just does not get in the way as much because the paint isn't in the way. It's incredible.
Mm. Yeah, I
Um,
feel like natty would be kind of fun, especially here in the hot weather. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. You were playing in the gym?
yeah,
Yeah, are
yeah.
you
It
back
gets
working out
sweaty in
again?
there.
Are you back working out again? Or are you just going there for life?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean,
You're
it just
rolling.
depends when George is free. I think I'm rolling, but I'm also I did a workout session the other day. I'm gonna just kind of go in and out. I think mostly gym for Dama, but then if my buddy George is around, I'll hit chest. You know,
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I rolled today. It was great. Got pinned like literally a million times. So
Okay.
Well, that's good for the ego. Honestly, that's what I've heard
yep,
for BJJ. Like that's like the best thing about it.
yep. But I
Um,
still voted for myself, so I guess I didn't do enough.
no, you need to get like pinned like
Like a
100%.
million times more.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to get down to Zach's level.
So just one more time, we are doing a quiz right now. We're doing trivia for an element can. So if you're listening, join to get an element can. AJ just joined. I'm gonna have him join. I'm gonna send this again. Join the link in the Zoom chat, please. Join this with code 089 068. Boom, do that. We have a couple participants in here that I don't see in there. We have nine. Okay, guys, we literally have 18 people in here. Well, 15 people besides me, Nick, and Isaac. So we need some more people in there. And I'm looking at Kara Gallagher, aka my mom. Mom, you're listening to this right now. You're live with us.
Get
Make an
in
account.
there,
Get
mom.
in there. Okay, please. And also, plus, if you're in there, actually try our hardest. And if anybody finishes lower than my mom, you need to seriously reconsider how involved you are in the Canadian community. Okay, thank you.
Dude, you can't tell them to get in and then also you're say that you're an embarrassment if you lose. Then dude, nobody's gonna join.
This is a good.
Come on, sales 101. If you don't buy this, you're actually an idiot.
Oh my God.
It's not the same.
No, I'm just joking.
Okay, well, we have nine
Um,
participants. Looks like the number's not going up. And actually, that was a little disrespectful to my mom. She actually knows a good amount of kendama, like
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like
a
she knows a
surprising
decent
amount.
amount.
She actually knows a
Yeah.
lot. But I just don't. I'm just. These are really specific though, so I'm not really sure. All right, cool. We have 11 participants. Are we all good?
And Zach,
AJ's
you're
in
sharing your screen?
here. I made my name the code, I think. Lol. Yeah, I think so too. Okay, cool. All right. So we're gonna start it, guys. We're gonna start it. Text if you're trying to read it. Okay, all right, everybody in. We had one more person join. All right, cool. Another person join. Boom. And okay, we're about to start. Let me just do this real quick. Um,
Is Johnny and Matt in there?
yeah, yeah,
All right.
cool.
Go, Matt.
All right, Nick, I did it. All right, guys, we're about to start it. Okay, so how this quiz works, real quick, you get points for getting the correct answer, of course, but you also get points by how fast you answer. So the person who answers the fastest also gets the most points on each question. There are going to be two questions that are worth 2 points throughout the quiz. We'll call them out when they're about to show up. So get ready, guys, and we're doing this. Looks like Johnny's not playing. That's a bummer, but we are in this. Okay, cool. Let's go. Oh, Johnny's in. Cool. All right.
Let's go.
All right, guys. Here it is. We're starting. Oh, geez. Oh my God.
Uh,
Wait, why is Zach muted?
I don't know.
Zach looks like he's panicking right now.
I'm muted because because the thing was just playing. Here, I'm gonna share my screen. Hold on. I'm sharing my screen
Yeah.
for the people. Let's do it.
Uh, Johnny Appleseed in the chat. Appleseed in chat.
And now it also I like how it also looks like I named it that, so that's great.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks, Johnny. Johnny Appleseed. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're going hard right now.
Oh my God, this is crazy. Can we see the questions that are coming in?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, here it is. Wait. Yeah.
Wait, is this like a race? Oh, okay. Yeah, Zach, next time let's do like more of like a
Wait, yeah, I thought it was gonna be that. Oh
this is a
no, dude. Oh my
quiz.
God, I thought it was gonna be total Kahoot style. Guys, I'm so
Bro, this
sorry.
is literally like a class.
I'm so sorry, guys.
This is
Oh
like,
my God. The reason I didn't
no, it's
do,
okay.
oh man, I'm sorry. What the
It's
heck?
like, yo,
Hilarious.
when an element can do homework
No, dude.
like on a Sunday
Well,
night,
no, they're
like
gonna be
let's
good trivia.
Dude,
go.
Okay, it was gonna be good, but
wait, hold on.
okay,
Oh my
hold on.
God, Matt Turner!
Matt Turner.
3 in a row. Oh, this is exciting.
Let's
Mike is
just
doing
watch the
well from
scoreboard.
Australia.
Oh, Jersey.
Jersey,
Jersey's
Holy!
up.
Jersey.
Jersey. Oh
No,
my God,
Matt's
Jersey
still
could
in
do
this,
it.
bro.
Come back, come back.
Matt's
Oh,
up.
oh,
Wait,
oh,
Matt
oh,
finish?
oh, oh, oh.
Oh, they won't finish?
Wait, Matt. What?
Is Matt in this? Is Matt in this?
I think Matt dubbed.
Matt dubbed.
Matt dubbed.
It's not over yet.
It's not
Look at
over, but
William!
William, come on, William.
So you only have like a couple seconds to answer the stuff.
Will you have 20 seconds or 10 seconds? It depends on the question. Yeah, and sorry, like for the future, I wanted to do Kahoot. I'll get Kahoot next time. How about that? Yeah.
Oh my, William.
Wait. Oh no, William, no. Okay, so everybody doing the quiz still. Sniff. Sniff joined. Okay, Sniff, we'll wait for you. But yeah, Matt looks like Matt took the dub. So wait a minute. So Isaac, wait, does Matt get an Ken? Or
No, Jersey gets the Ken.
Jersey gets the
Matt,
Ken.
Jersey gets the Ken.
Congrats to
Congrats, Jersey.
Jersey. Sniff, if you want to
Shout
reply
out
real
Matt.
quick.
Shout out Matt for that
Shout
Johnny
out,
Appleseed move.
shout out Matt to get into look at that 3 streak in a row. But look at William with that 4 hot streak. I think
Woo.
Jersey got that too as well. Um, okay, cool. Nice. That was honestly really underwhelming. I'm sorry, guys. I honestly thought that was gonna go a lot better.
No good, bro.
But we'll improve for
Yeah.
next time. I know how to do it next time. Hold on.
I was thinking of a situation where, like, I ask a question and then the first one responds in chat,
Mm,
something like that.
yeah. I honestly
Okay,
I
I
thought it was
guess
gonna go. I thought it was gonna show the questions one by one, and
yeah,
then it would be like everybody competing at the same time, and that's how we did it in school with this thing called Kahoot, which I actually really liked.
yeah.
Which that wasn't
But
Kahoot,
you use your
so
trial.
yeah, and they wouldn't let me like they wouldn't let me not do it, so or do it without. I didn't know how often we're gonna do this, so I was like, all right, I'll just get one where I can like get a refund, but yeah, we can do kind of like do the chat one next time too. I
Yeah.
think that's probably better, unless we get Kahoot figured out.
Um, yeah, it's all good, guys. We don't see the answers, so I know you guys probably should have gotten a few, and especially with us here, but like it's all good. I mean, I should, there's a lot of pressure. But Jersey, yeah, Jersey just hit me up and on Instagram, like my personal Instagram, Isaac underscore Kendama, and just send me your address and I can shoot you an online Ken.
Yeah,
And
awesome.
ideally you're in the States and
He's in
not
Poland.
in Brazil. Poland, okay, not bad, not bad. Cool.
Yeah. William Joyner, dang, there's like three I should have gotten. Lily, I got more than I expected. Let's go. William, Ryoga's last name is not easily searchable. Note to self.
It is hard. Kawamoto.
Yeah, I put all K names for that one too, so it wasn't like obvious just in case. But yeah. Okay, cool. All right, guys. Well, we'll do that better next time. But I'm happy that it's cool that you guys got through those. It was fun to make those questions. But yeah, congrats to Jersey and also Matt, of course. And Mike.
And
Wait a
Mike,
minute.
yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait. What the heck? Wait. My screen says Johnny Cress won.
Johnny came in.
Johnny won.
Johnny came in.
Johnny won.
Wait,
Oh
what?
my God.
Johnny came in
Share
last
the
second
screen.
and took the dub.
Dubbed. Johnny dubbed.
Screen.
Bro, he got 12 out of 13 points.
Oh my.
Matt Turner got 69% correct. Johnny Crest pulled up with 92%. I'm
69.
Oh my
That's my
God.
boy.
Just to show proof. Just to show proof. Ready? Right
Wait,
here.
what? Wait.
Johnny Crest
Wow.
taking the dub. Got question number three wrong.
Boom.
Forgot what that one was. But wow. Incredible. Incredible. Amazing job, Johnny. Looks like Jersey got well. This is interesting. Like Matt has more points, but Jersey got actually more than Matt anyways. More correct. Like his accuracy was better, but Matt's score was higher. Probably because he got like a double point answer correct that Jersey didn't. Interesting. So Jersey actually got 77% accuracy. Johnny Crest got 92%, which is crazy. And then the next place, Matt Turner got 69%, and then William Joyner. William, congrats, dude. You basically got fourth place. You basically got fourth place accuracy wise. So congrats. All right.
Um, so am I gonna have to, I guess I can't tell Jersey I'm not gonna send him a Ken.
Did he leave?
No, but I told him I'm gonna send him a Ken. So I guess Jersey and Johnny Crest are both getting an element Ken. Let's
Okay.
go. Thanks, Zach. And Zach, this is coming out of your stash, so it's all good,
Bro, you
bro.
don't have to give bro, you don't actually have to give Jersey a can if you don't. Oh,
Nah,
Johnny's thing
dude, I
was
said I
glitching, so I took it
would.
late. Okay. Yeah,
I mean, if Jersey saw this and is gonna, it's oh my God, is this quiz now like public and now anyone can join? And now I have to give Jersey, Johnny, and then anybody in the future whoever
no.
wins this. There's like
I'd
a
love to see
hundred
someone get
people.
100% on this.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna retake
Jersey
this.
deserves a Ken. Yeah, I just retake it and then
Don't worry, William. It
yeah.
actually doesn't matter that much. No, it's actually cool knowledge to know though. Like, I honestly I'd be really surprised if anybody got 100% on that. It's even honestly wasn't even expecting Johnny to go that crazy on it. Johnny, you got to tell us what question you got wrong. Actually, I can see it. Johnny got the what year was Lotus Kendama founded wrong,
All right, sorry, Jenny, I'm not giving you a Ken.
which is a tough one. Which is a
No,
tough one.
it is yeah, because I could see it being. I mean, we started in NAKO 2019 when we dropped our first Kandama, so I could see people thinking that it was 2020, but then even earlier because I was around for 4 years before that. So yeah,
Yeah.
um, justice for Jersey, yeah. All right,
Everybody got
guys,
the
I
yeah.
we
Okay.
got to move on. We got to keep these
Yeah.
viewers entertained.
Yeah.
We're still doing politics later.
What?
For right now, we are doing what's the next hot topic? You guys drop a topic for us to talk about.
Okay. Let's do let's do what you're going to be doing at NAKO. What's dropping in NAKO and what are you kind of what workshop are you doing?
NAKO, we're dropping.
Oh, AJ Smith with a good one. 5-year kendamanomics plan. Maybe we can hit that after. Yeah.
Okay. NAKO, we're dropping Mars Mod V2, an incredible setup, new design, looks really sick. Mars Mod's one of my favorite shapes, so I'm so stoked to have freshies of those. I'm probably going to be using one of those to compete because they're like great competition shapes. It's just like a nice technical shape that I love to use for open division. We have for Kendamanomics, we have Natty Tamas and we have Rhino Tamas dropping. So excited about that. It's the first time Nomics is premiering at an event, and it's the first time that we're selling any actual live product. Really clean Natty Damas. Natty Tamas, sorry. I've been using Natty a lot, so I'm gonna probably use a few of those Tamas. I guess you hear it here first that we're gonna be doing five different the fundamentals, the first five Tamas, beech, birch, ash, bamboo, purple heart. You'll be able to get a discount on one of those Tamas if you've completed that. I haven't finalized price yet, but obviously it's just a single Tama, so nothing too crazy. But yeah, 62 millimeter Tama, uh, typical 23 millimeter bevel. So they're good comp Tamas. Yeah, we got Rhino, which is amazing. Favorite paint. Um, and then at not for Lotus, we have some cool products, great discounts, Element Kens, Mars Mods, Black Blooms. So Mars Mod's going to be the hottest drop for sure. Element Ken's going to be a hot drop. I mean, we're pre-ordering those now, so those are available right now. So that's what's going to happen. I think it's just going to be a great time. Like the booth is going to be all set up, getting flowers, getting a nice tablecloth. The novice booth is going to be clean. I just dropped a little bit of money on a nice tablecloth, just nice plain muted brown. Love that color scheme. Um, and then at Nomics booth, we're also going to be filming community tricks. So we're going to have a community trick list of a bunch of tricks that are all filmed by people at NAKO. So you can come up to the Nomics booth and film a trick, and then it will be most likely put onto the trick list that everyone can do, and the video you doing it. So I'm really excited about that. You can come in with obviously there'll be a time limit. It has to be something quick, but you can come up with some kind of creative stuff that you want people to learn. And it can be just a beginner bird, whatever. But it also can be something that maybe intermediate, a creative trick that you think people would really like to do. So that's NAKO plan. Yep.
Sweet. I'm really looking forward
Nice.
to that. I really like the idea of the Tamas. You guys actually made the Tamas, which is really, really, really cool. I think those are gonna be a
Yeah.
massive hit, just a massive hit. So,
Yeah.
I'm looking at how much. So, how much of each did you get?
I did 100 in total, 50 Rhino, 50 Natty, I think.
Mm.
I have all these different drops and numbers in my head. It was either 50 or 100.
Hmm.
So yeah, and then obviously Beach, Purple Heart, the more popular ones. Ash, less popular because those are the first level, the last level. So I kind of like chose the numbers based on that. But we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely excited to drop some new unique products. Not that Tamas are unique, but more unique than just Tamas with Nomics. Some cool stuff that especially that it's associated with the app. So
Yep.
yeah, excited for this to be the premiere.
Go. Super excited. Nice.
Yep.
No, I'm
Mm.
gonna try
Um,
doing a trick for the trick list.
yeah, you guys should for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool to have you guys in there. And then I'm gonna sort by difficulty and then throw them in to a list, and then you'll be able to check out who else laced, and it'll be the first community trick list. I have a feeling it's gonna be one of those things that like people might not do because it's so busy, but then when they go back on the app, they're like, "Oh man, I wish I did this."
Yeah.
And then we'll probably do it in the future for battle. I can just imagine, but like, I definitely think people would be really stoked if you get a trick in there and then you're on the app forever.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice.
Um, am I yapping too much, or should we do nomics plan?
That's good. Yeah. I think, yeah, no, no, definitely talk about the nomics plan.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many avenues that we can go. Our next big thing is a premium version, not only because we want to add more awesome features for users, but also we need to make money to pay the developers and to make sure that the app is keeps growing because we need money. So we're gonna have and I'm not one to throw in random ads. I mean, I don't want to say that and then do it in the future because we may need to. So we're gonna have some ads, but hopefully they're kendama related. So I think that's kind of exciting to like check out what Sweets is dropping, if they want to advertise. And
Hmm.
I think it's like more entertaining than watching like an ad for a VPN. Um, we are going to be dropping a really, really cool feature. I don't want to spoil yet, but it is just really helpful. It's a really fun game in the app that's going to help you guys level up and help you guys progress, which is what the app is all about, right? It's a place to progress. Um, Future, I mean, obviously, trick list coming in hot. We want to just get as many tricks in there as possible. I want to update the point system a little bit
Hmm.
to give a higher value to harder tricks. That's going to kind of like make the leaderboard make a little bit of sense. It's also going to, I think, make users feel better when they hit a hard trick. And then like in terms of like other features, I don't really want to spoil anything, but we have a lot of really really unique stuff coming in that's just going to really help the community. Um, yeah, I have an awesome idea for Switch. I honestly, the Switch idea I have is like just a huge idea that I thought of like way early before we even started developing the app. That's going to come eventually next year.
Mhm.
Um, you'll see what that's about when it comes. And then yeah, just a bunch more stuff. Like we literally have a huge to do list. It's just I think slow and steady is the type of thing for the app. We don't want to invest too much and make it really big, and then the Konami community kind of slowly rises. So we don't want to do too much and then have the community catch up. We just want to kind of make sure that the app is running well. Clean up bugs. That's our main priority recently. We had a few gray screen bugs, but we just got that cleaned up, got an update out.
Wow.
So I think it's kind of like, yeah, slow, steady, making sure that you guys are benefiting it and making sure that there's always tricks that you guys can do. There's always a place for you guys to go to when you need a trick to do. And then obviously, good reward of seeing how many points you have, see what your score is on the scoreboard. We'll be doing more stuff with profiles, potentially putting videos up. That's a big development. So you can show a few of your recent tricks on your profile, which would be really cool to go to like Dylan and see what he did recently. Um, I want to throw in like NBDs. So you get more
Mhm.
points if it's an NBD. And then the first one who hits it claims its 50 points. And then after that, the trick turns into like a 5 point trick or whatever. So
Yeah.
that's going to be a huge benefit for people like getting on the app and trying to hit that trick. And of course, it's maybe a top player thing, but I think it would be fun for even someone like me who's like, okay, who's going to hit this, quad still or whatever it is, quad still tray, inward still quad inward slow tray. Um, that's just one that comes to mind, and see who hits it and gets those points. But yeah, we have a bunch of stuff coming, but that's just to name a few.
That is huge. That's absolutely massive.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I want to, I know you don't want to talk about like upcoming like features too in depth, but you
Yep.
did hit me up. You did hit us up, and well, talking about chess.com, where we've had some like small conversation around that. Is there anything inspiration from? I know you're playing chess right now, and is there any inspiration you're taking
Yeah.
from chess.com for economics? Anything they implement?
Oh, definitely, bro. Like chess.com is an amazing app. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much money they've spent and how many developers they have, but it's a big company, huge company, and they
Right.
have tons. But it's still really cool to see how they work. Their live play is really easy to use. It's easy to see your score and what you need to do to get better. Obviously, it's different because it's just a chessboard. It's not like to implement a live system into the app would be a lot of money. But I think there's ways that we can, use Instagram or Zoom to do some live matches, and then that can reflect the score. but I think Kendamonomics will always be a place where you can learn new tricks, you can lace new tricks, you can keep track of your progress, and and then also, there I think we'll eventually have a robust competition standing system to really know where the top level players are at. It might not be an app where you go and play other people like an event type thing, but it just will be a place where you go and you keep track of like, okay, who's on top this year, you know? And then
Right.
obviously we can implement that with other events, but that's definitely the plan, and that's in the funnel that we'll get to eventually. But I'm kind of
Mhm.
getting a sense of like, what's going to cost the most, how much work is it going to take, and like, yeah, I don't want this to turn into Instagram with like comments and likes and share your
Hmm.
story and stuff. Like, ideally, people will stop using Instagram and start using Kendamonomics more just for kendama, just to see tricks. Like, I just imagine a feed of only kendama, like how it used to be in Instagram. Like that was the best, and now you can't go through three stories without seeing two ads in a row, and you go to your explore
Right.
page and you're swiping through, car accidents for like hours. You're like, what am I doing with my life? Like, I just want to see a trick. Maybe that's too personal, but yeah, I just saw crazy car accidents on Instagram. I couldn't stop watching. Maybe it's something wrong with me, but um, yeah. So yeah, I think personal tracking tool like Green Hair Don't Care just said. Yeah, that's gonna be like the main focus.
Perfect. Two ideas. Ability to see the first person lace. Oh, wait. Every tournament. Nice. Yeah. Good ideas, William. And then revoke your own tricks if you did them wrong. Nice. Sure. Yeah. 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 Revoke your own tricks if you did them wrong. That's a
You can do that. So you can go into your trick and then revoke it and then put a new one up. I'm pretty sure we have the system built out so the point disappears and then it comes back. Yeah, we're gonna have at the nomics booth, we're gonna have a tip jar, not a tip jar, but an advice jar. So yeah, you're giving tips, like advice. Um,
yeah.
uh, so you'll be able to give us suggestions. I guess is really what it's called, suggestion jar. Um, which I'd love to hear. But like it's funny because I got a few suggestions of people who just don't even realize. Like Ben Harold was like, dude, it takes forever to swipe through tricks. I'm like, yeah, I know, but we put this thing in the menu where you can tap the menu at top and then go through them. He's like, dude, that's sick. I didn't even know that. So maybe I guess maybe that's on me for having like a notification, which we're building up notifications right now as well, making it just more of like a usual app.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, that's something that you can do. You can promote tricks. You can tap the menu to go through checklist quicker. But yeah, we'll be doing stuff like that in the background that just makes the app easier to use as well as adding new features. Thanks, AJ. I appreciate it. Um,
He's on Johnny Appleseed for nothing.
Let's go. Yeah, so Isaac, what tell us a little about NAKO. Uh how does it feel to have Maharu and Ryoga coming to NAKO for the first time in the US? Looks like it's
yeah.
gonna be a splash.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's just so exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like honestly so exciting. It's just you guys know how exciting and fun it is to hang out with Japanese people, Japanese
Yeah.
players. Like it is literally the best. Like just to have them in your hotel room, just like waking up and they're all like in a good mood, especially like my team, like
Yeah. Yeah.
Haru is just like the champ, he's a champion. Like he just walks
Yeah.
around with the swag and he's like, Ohio, like let's get this
Let's
bread
go.
today. Yeah. Uh, and then yeah, just Ryoga, he's so young, he doesn't even know how obsessed we are about him. Like he just, like I just like looking back at KWC footage and like everyone's watching him and is just so like impressed and stunned, and he's just doing his thing. He's just like, yeah, he just likes kendama and just does really cool tricks. He's just so young. He doesn't have this ego like I do and Takia does. And you like how I'm also putting myself with Takia in any way possible. So that's the ego, but no, I'm just joking. Um,
Nice.
yeah. and then watching them compete is gonna be so exciting. I know they're gonna really bring it. They're hard on the, they're you know, Maharu Ryoga. I think a lot of the Japanese players are pretty hard on themselves. They want to do the best. I think they are gonna do really, really well just because their skill level. But I just hope that they have a really good time. Obviously, I'm like running Lotus, so I also have to make sure that they're okay. They're getting taken care of. I know the community will do a good job of that too, but I have that in the back of my mind. So it's going to be a different event for me because usually I just have adults there, like on my team. Um, but yeah, man, it's just like I'm so excited for NAKO, and it's just the community aspect of hanging out with friends. Like, I'm excited to compete and stuff and everything, and it'd be awesome if I do well. But it's just so exciting to see all your best friends in the same room again, and it's already overwhelming before you even get there. Just to think about going around and seeing everybody and talking to everybody and filming what I want and going to the booth and talking to customers,
Yep.
and then watching the finals. Like it's like the best when you just can get a front row seat to the best sporting event of your entire life. And it honestly throw back to NAKO 2019 when I went to my first big Kandama event, and like I was watching you guys for so long, like especially you two. And then I'm like, oh my God, I can just sit front row in person and watch you guys do freestyle and open. And I think there was that fanboy in me, like that it's always hopefully we'll always be there. Where like when the finals comes on, I can just get inspired and impressed with like what is going to happen. I guess you guys feel like that too, watching Ryoga and these top players
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just excited for people to understand exactly what the heck
Yeah.
they bring because Maharu said he was practicing open yesterday. I think it might have been with Ryoga, but they said they literally got the five tap J multiple times back to back in a row. And
Yeah.
he literally said like six times. And I was just thinking, what?
Yeah.
Like that kind of is insane. But yeah, man. So I'm super, super stoked to see them. I'm really have faith in them. They're just gonna bring it. They really want to win. This is a really opportunity of like a lifetime for them. So they're really trying to bring it. And I'm excited to be there to experience it with them. We're going to be in the same room because we're a team, and I hope to. Zach, we can change Isaac's Zoom name back to Isaac Turner now, not Johnny
Thank you.
Anderson.
Thank you. Thank you.
uh, but to make them to help them experience it, to have a good experience in America, I think it'll be good, and then
Do
hopefully
you
they'll
guys
get
think?
to the ATB. Yeah,
Yeah, hopefully. I think that's the plan. So
yeah.
yeah, that'd be awesome. Do you guys think what about Open? Because Opens, I guess they do. Maybe we talked about this before, but maybe I guess they do JKA style in Japan.
Hmm.
But like, do
Hmm.
you think Ryoga's winning Open? Do you think it's gonna
Dude,
be?
Not
he's an
enough.
app. Those guys are absolute killers.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
killers.
they're not missing.
It's hard to
Yeah,
have enough data on it because it's like, I mean, it's hard enough to have enough data because when they do open style competitions, they're doing JKA and Ryoga's actually won a couple JKA comps, but they don't do it that often because they don't get the opportunity to. But I think that after watching, especially pre-NAKO, the online comp that we ran, just how dialed the Japanese players were, and which makes it even more impressive that Jacob and Eden were in the finals and no Japanese person were in the finals. But I remember seeing Tominari and Ponta just go up for tricks, and especially those earlier rounds, and I was like, dude, they're not gonna miss against anybody. Like, they're
yeah,
not missing against anybody. And I know the Japanese, like, I know that Ryoga definitely has that too, and Maharu can activate that as well. Just I don't know, the intensity that these kids play at is really insane. Just looking at them go, move, and focus, and when they're going for the trick, I can just tell that wow, that person they're dialed in, like they're so honed in right now, and I think that they just have a higher level of focus and composure than other players. I think.
yeah. I mean, I guess the KWC experience obviously doesn't directly translate to Open. Uh, but in terms of consistency, I mean, they're getting as consistent as you need to be. It's just
Yeah.
Open. It probably just feels a little bit different because it's just one trick. If you miss this, you're going to lose a point potentially in the final rounds. And in KWC, you kind of like you really settle into yourself and go on a long run. And if you miss once, you can just get it back. But obviously, like I mean, Ryoga's hitting Anoka's level 10 like 3 times in a row easily. So
Yeah.
like there's a consistency standpoint of tricks that are 10 times more difficult than they are for open, especially their first two levels. But it would be interesting to see like, just like open is different, right? It's like you're waiting, you're not playing, the other person goes, then you're like, okay, I gotta go. Like, let's hit this. There's no like build up because right when you hit it and you stop again and you wait, versus KDBC where like they probably did do that in practice, but then you're practicing your run where you're just like kind of in the zone and you're really feeling out your kendama and knowing what it's doing. Um, but yeah, I think it's still obviously they still train so much consistency through JKA and KWC that I'd be surprised if a Japanese player didn't take it.
Yeah. Well, if you just think about skill too, like all those players that are coming are way better than everybody here. So, and I mean, I'm taking like, I know we have Casey, we have Edwin, we have Johnny, we have Miguel,
Yeah,
and but it's just based on just skill, it's just they're just better. So
yeah,
it's hard not to count them out. It's hard to, not to count them out from this. So, or my bad, other way around. It's hard to just,
yeah, for
take them
sure.
out of the
Yeah,
equation.
definitely.
So
Yeah.
anyway, I'm super stoked because we're about to watch Ryoga make it look like a cakewalk, dude.
Yeah.
And
It'll look
the
like a cakewalk.
freestyle, I mean, the
Yasu,
freestyle is going to be great,
Ryoga.
right? Like
Yeah,
Yasuru Yoga, yeah.
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 Maharu's
So
gonna be in. Yeah.
next question I have for you is, well, kind of yeah, we just talked about that. Um, so for you, you're gonna compete in open. You gave your freestyle spot to Maharu?
Yeah, I it's kind of hard to know like the final
Yeah,
spots.
yeah,
Um because Cody's so busy, but I if there's a spot open for me, I mean, definitely claimed one for myself.
yeah, yeah,
Um so I'm not sure. I'm not positive about I know Maharu for sure is in, right? But like I'm not
hmm
positive if an extra spot or if like I think yeah, I mean I know Russ and my team would be there, but I think he'd be gladly give it to me just because I have been
yeah,
doing freestyle. I've been practicing a bit. Just because you think about the comp coming up, you're like, okay, you just get excited and you start freestyling. At least for me.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, man, I just struggle with freestyle. I've always struggled with freestyle. Like it's just one of those. It's hard to practice it because it's this weird mixture of consistency plus flow, and for me, that's always been a struggle. Um, because like I can really master like a set of 10 tricks that gets me to a minute, but it
yeah,
doesn't look exciting. It doesn't look fun. I don't celebrate. I don't get in the zone, which is what you need for freestyle, right? And I think ideally what you guys have given me advice for is that you want to just kind of be in flow state and be kind of on the whim or off the whim and just kind of do what feels best next, but then also you need to be composed enough to do it and to land it. So I think I'm still kind of finding that balance. I've definitely improved my freestyle. Like I've hit tricks that I'm proud of, whether it's like triple eight flips or tray flips or whatever. But I haven't really found, I don't think I've found my like freestyle sense or like, like really being proud of what I can do in a flow state.
mm,
But I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing because it's not like I'm giving up at all. Like I still really have this strong sense of like I'm looking for that and I'm gonna find it.
yeah, yeah,
Um, versus like, oh, I'm never gonna find it. Like I really love freestyle, I love watching it. Yasu really inspires me and I definitely like hit some good tricks when I'm doing it by myself, but whenever I put a timer on or whenever I go on the stage, it doesn't feel the same, right? Like it feels different. So yeah.
right. Cool. Nice. Yeah. And then what are you going to be competing with?
Um, so I'm really out of Ken's like I know I'm the CEO, but like I just am out of element Kens. So I just like sanded a bunch of element Kens for me to practice with. But luckily we obviously have a bunch of element Kens coming. It's available for pre-order right now. So I'm gonna just get a bunch of those and use one of those most likely. For
Nice.
open, yeah, I have a few good tamas that I can use. We have the rhinos coming. I definitely think I'm just gonna take a rhino tama and an element
Yep.
ken or a Mars ken, and such that like Thursday, Friday, get that honed in, and then probably just use that, I'd imagine. But I don't have anything set, but it's most likely element and it's most likely rhino. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. That sounds like a OP setup. So yeah,
Yep.
classic, classic. And then, can you tell us about any collabs you're doing in the coming year? Anything to look
Um,
for?
we're doing a really cool collab with a really cool company. I don't want to spoil it yet. Uh,
Okay.
I mean, you obviously we have to do another soul collab, so that's going to be coming in hot in
Yep.
the future, maybe sooner than people think. Um, and then yeah, I mean, on the pipeline in the future, we not collab stuff, but we have a lot of cool, innovative projects that are coming out that I'm excited to release. Yeah, I mean, we're not going anywhere, especially when it comes to shapes. And yeah, I'm just still in this creative exploratory phase of how to make the best kendama for performance and competition. And yeah, that's kind of never ending, but I think we're just getting better and better. And it's really cool to see how far the element Ken has gone. But you can only improve. So that's what we're kind of working on right now. I know the Gallagher shape has it's like the every shape you don't really know after 6 months of playing like what it's gonna really feel like. And like after Mala and Mars and the Bloom, you're like, okay, I kind of get a sense of the shape and what it's
Mhm.
good at and bad at, and would I prefer the element Ken over or whatever. But the Gallagher shape with the stalls, like I just had a fresh one of some, my mine one is totally stashed, but Tobias, the local homie, brought a fresh Gallagher mod, and goddamn, that thing stalls so well. Like I was playing it, I'm like, damn, like just straight up Tama Ken, like slightly seshed, and it's just a great setup. So yeah, we're gonna obviously be dropping that again. Super excited
Mhm.
about that drop coming up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Awesome. No, I'm really looking forward to all the. I know. I mean, I know from what you told me down the pipeline, I'm really really stoked and massive drops incoming just sooner than probably people think too. So really really hyped, and I'm just really stoked
Yeah.
that this is gonna have an even bigger presence at NAKO with Ryoga there and yeah, just Maharu and those guys just really really cool. So I'm looking forward to the event, dude. It's gonna come up. It's already coming up on us 2 weeks away. So
What are you
it's
guys looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to documentation. Nick and I's goal for this NAKO is really to document as much as possible. Kind of like a lot of people we've heard from quite a few people that they would like to see better documentation of events, and obviously everybody has doing their own thing at events, and there's not really a person dedicated to doing that. You've done an amazing job documenting the really important matches over the past couple of years, and then people have mentioned that to me too. It's like, yeah, except for Lotus, like I can't see anything else with the comp. And
Mm,
so I'm like, yeah, Isaac's been on this, but
incredible
you have your
geography.
focuses,
Yeah.
and obviously there's a ton of things you're doing and you want to do, but Nick and I are really going to take this on as our main responsibility for the event and go for that and document as much as we possibly can and create the coolest content of the event as possible to make it so people who are viewing at home where I can't go to NAKO can still experience it in a way, in like an intimate way, as intimate as possible as they possibly can without actually being there. So Nick and I are gonna, create a lot of interviews, film all really important matches, hopefully make sick edits that really detail the storyline of a couple players that take the win, most notably Pro. I'd love to create a video that's this guy the guy who wins from round one all the way to the finals and then taking the dub. And I
Oh,
think that Nick and I can kind of can do that because in our head, there's only a handful of players that we think are actually gonna dub. But I mean, hey, anybody can win. But if Nick and I keep our eye on specifically a specific group of players, well, I'm pretty confident we'll have the footage for that. So there's that. Gonna get a lot of Ken game matches between Japanese. I mean, people are gonna see Japanese players for the first time. Sure, people are gonna want to play them in Ken. Sure, there's gonna be some crazy games. So that too, and overall, just documentation of the event. This could look like live streams as well, something like this. But Nick and I are. There's a question in the chat. Why are you guys not competing? Nick and I are a different vision for this event and different vision for ourselves right now in Kandama in general. Competing takes a lot of time, and Nick and I's goal in Kandama right now is really to help out the community in the most simplest way I can say it is to provide help to the existing Kandama community and winning practicing hours and hours on end for a competition and winning it for us. It doesn't do that for people. It doesn't help anybody. It just and Nick
Mm.
and I, we've had success. We've had a lot of success in competition, and we both are in the mindset now of okay, it's not like we don't, that's not a priority of ours anymore. We've achieved that. It's a great thing to strive for, and it's amazing. Nick and I have chosen to put that in the back burner and not focus on that and put all the hours in that we would have had for preparing for a competition because it does take hours and hours and hours and days to prepare properly if you really want to win. And Nick and I don't want to enter something if we don't go for the win. We don't want to do anything like half in, half out. So our focus is really just helping the economic community. And for this event in particular, we believe that we can help the economic community the most by providing things that we've heard, most notably, which is the documentation of big events, which they usually only can see one match from the finals, but we're trying to provide the community more than that and really give players a spotlight who are putting in the practice, the spotlight that they deserve and create content and more backstory behind that as well. So that's what we're focusing on for this event.
Yep. I would probably say,
Yeah.
yeah, Zach just said a lot of stuff, but yeah, I'm looking forward to um playing a different role of the event. I'm not going in to win this time or start, go through all the days as a hardcore practice with my
Yeah.
squad and go out to win. So it'll be a different atmosphere for me. But I'm excited, yeah, to document and work the hardest I can to, yeah, to capture the matches and make connections with the people that are coming. So yeah, that's
Yeah, and I really respect that because when you guys first told me that you guys are like thinking about not competing, I was disappointed because I love watching you guys like the most, and but it like I was just like somebody asked me like why you guys aren't competing, and I like again put myself in your shoes of every single event that you guys ever been to, you're competing, but you're not only just like competing like I am, where I'm like, oh, hopefully I can win, but there's nothing at stake. Like you guys are almost expected to win because of the level that you play at. And if you don't win, it's a big disappointment. And everyone's thinking about that. And you guys, as competitive as you are, lock in. And everyone who's seen you in an event, like you guys are going hard practicing. You guys are there for the competition. And so all the awesome stuff that you get from just the event, like you guys haven't really had a chance to experience that because of the expectations that you put on yourself, the expectation of the community, of you guys competing. And so I think of you guys trying this, especially at a big event like this, with it's almost more reason to compete, but it's also more reason to not compete and just meet everybody and talk to people. And you have so much more time when you're not doing freestyle, not doing open to really take in the event and meet people and help out or just experience the event as a normal player would. So I think it's really, really cool. And it's very Johnny Appleseed of you guys to like realize that you can offer more.
yeah,
Yeah.
Johnny. Thanks, Johnny. I mean, Isaac.
Yeah.
Johnny Appleseed actually had dude, he had five brothers.
Okay. And also was his last name actually Appleseed?
Mm, doesn't look like it. Doubt it.
Imagine.
Really doubt it, actually. I'm pretty sure it was actually Chapman.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but it looks like the Appleseed brothers are going to NAKO.
Really?
No, because
Cool.
I can't call myself the Appleseed brothers. I can't do that. I can't do that at
I mean,
all.
you're not being nominated for it, so you guys probably can.
There's a little more room for
Or
that.
or like or like you know what? If like Major wins or somebody else besides me wins, I'm gonna go up there on the mic and just call Kanye and being like, Major, I'm gonna let you finish. But the Gallaghers have one of the best Appleseed experiences of all time.
No.
Oh man.
Have you guys heard this conspiracy that with all the Diddy stuff coming out that it's such a funny conspiracy because people just go so wild. But like Kanye, like apparently everybody was thanking Beyonce and Jay-Z for winning an award, and they shut him out. And so people are thinking like, oh, they're like in power, they're in charge. So you have to thank them, or else you're gonna get like you're gonna your career's gonna blow up. And so then Kanye saved Taylor. The conspiracy that Kanye saved Taylor from getting into that Diddy, Jay Z, Beyonce realm by being like, Taylor, I'm going to let you finish because Taylor wasn't going to thank Jay Z and Beyonce. And then Kanye shouted out Beyonce because Kanye's in that realm. It goes deep, guys. You guys are, I mean, I know you guys are reading about it every day, but I
I
don't know if you
actually
know that
lost
one.
you, honestly. I lost you completely. I couldn't even, I don't even know. I heard Jay-Z, Kanye, Taylor just too many times right there. I was like, wait, what? So
Yeah. So,
where I'm at with that. Yeah.
cool, 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 cool. Yeah. What if there was like an
Um,
elite in the Kandama community? Sorry, Nick, go ahead.
Me?
Are you going to say something? Or are you gonna stop me from ranting?
Me? No, you're good. That's kind of that's kind of all I had for
Cool,
we already
cool, cool,
pretty much
cool.
covered all the stuff I wanted to ask you. Yeah.
Yeah,
as that was 2.5 hours.
that's too quick.
We
This
actually
is Joe levels.
we also sped up on the topics we just talked about. We could have definitely talked more. Like I
Honestly, we went to filming and editing, and I look up and it's been 45 minutes, and I'm like, how is that possible?
yeah, yeah.
The
It
first two
sounds like, man, we've been
categories.
on Burley's for a long time.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah,
Burley's was gonna be like just a couple, just a quick one, and then it turned out to be like half the entire
dude,
conversation.
you can't get me talking about this stuff. Yeah, I just go on forever.
Dude, it's so fun. Like we could have capped it at that because it's been literally like it was literally a good.
I literally thought we were gonna do trivia and stop. But
Me
then Isaac
too.
was like, you gotta keep them entertained. I was like, all right.
This is a good one though.
Now
This
the
is a good
baby's
I
sleeping.
was like,
The baby's sleeping.
that's
I
very
just keep
one.
going.
Appleseed of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Uh,
is. It is.
it is. It is. And actually, is it even right to agree with me if you're
No,
Appleseed? No, see,
that's not
because
right.
that's a
It's not. It's not very Appleseed to me.
all right, we're the Appleseed trio. I'm just gonna take that. I'm gonna take that to NAKO.
I'm gonna bring you just like probably a dozen apples.
Cool. And you guys will be the exclusive reason why I do not win this award.
Bro, nobody cares. It's a joke. Isaac, I'm literally gonna create
You know
10
I
accounts.
loved winning, right? I love winning.
I'm gonna create 10 accounts for you right now because I'm gonna vote for you, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Thanks, Nick.
No, he's
Yeah.
not. I don't know why he said that. He's not gonna do that.
Thanks,
Well, I'm
Nick. I
Apple. I'm
appreciate it.
that's just well, I'm just planting seeds right in my apple garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna plant the trees.
All right,
So,
guys, let's wrap it up. I gotta
all right,
go
yeah.
He's got to plant some more
practice.
seeds.
I gotta plant some trees outside.
Zach,
Yeah.
are you good? Your mic.
Oh my
Okay.
God, yeah, I know. Just
Cool, guys. Thanks for listening. And yeah, this is a really long one, but we'll see you at NAKO. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys.
later, guys.
See
Appleseed
you guys.
Brothers out. See you
Appleseed.
later.
Yeah, Johnny Apples.